one-man show. Better stand up, turn the mic on, turn the cams up. Max Powers, Dragon Wildcat in the cut. 3 names ring out when it's time to talk tough. 3-man podcast, turn that up. Max Dragon Wildcat, run that up. Hit that chat, let it flood, go nuts. If you're hating, better hope your Wi-Fi cut. 3-man podcast, talk that talk.
Oh man, I need to get some more lotion, boy.
I'm muted and shit. What's up, folks? How y'all doing?
Man, I need to get some. What's up, everybody?
What's going on, man?
People.
So before we get started, man, we was actually talking about just AI and everything, the benefits of it, man. Like I've been using it for my job. Like, I use it for both my jobs. I sell insurance. I also do work in the hospital. So I've been using it a lot this week, man. It's really been helping out. In personal stuff, not even for business. I've been using it as a wingman. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Yo, like I had I wanted to get my girl. She needed a pep talk and shit because she had to take some final exams and shit for she's in a competition for school right now, and and she's doing freaking good. She's top. I think she says she's the top 10 in the country right now. And so I told her, I was like, damn, girl, for real? She was like, yeah, I was like, damn, I'm proud of you, man, for real. Like she had worked her ass off, dude. And so, yeah, to you bitch ass niggas who saying, oh, we don't like our women to be educated. Stupid motherfuckers.
Well, hell, not in America. Do you know how you see what they do in America when they're too educated? I'm not saying I don't like my woman to be educated. I'm just saying that it's statistically proven about how difficult some women.
Yeah. And so I'm proud of my girl. My girl, and I told her, I was like, yo, you have worked your ass off. I'm like, well, technically, we both have worked our asses off. Like, that school haven't been cheap, nigga.
Hell no.
That school, like the first year, yeah, easy pickings. But nigga, the third year, and her mom came down with chemo. Carlos, which is he's like my right-hand man down in the Dominican Republic. He got into a bad motorcycle accident. Like that nigga alive because of me. Nigga, like about 4 people, her family alive because of me, nigga. Shit. I'm over here. I'm like Santa Claus in this bitch. But yeah, man, she's doing good. But yeah, how I've been using AI too, man. AI was like, yo, if I wanted to do better, when it comes to working shit, it was like AI was like, well, you should sell your game. I was just like, fuck you, nigga, I ain't doing that shit. So I could be out here crazy, nigga. I'll lose my motherfucking mind. But yeah, I've been mainly using AI for stock trading, bro. Like,
yeah.
I decided I'm gonna start off with $10 and see how much can I take that $10 up to.
Okay.
3 days so far, I'm already up 69 cents.
Dang.
Yeah, 3 days. Because I can't do day trading. Shout out to not putting $25,000 to do day trading. So. But $10, man, it ain't bad, for 3 days, 69 cents. Yeah, man. So
no, it ain't bad, man.
But yeah, man, yo, AI is a beast, nigga.
It really is, dude. It really is. I'm sitting here I'm not using AI right now, but I'm sitting here logging my numbers for my business today, man. While we're sitting there talking, I gotta get this stuff in before midnight. You know what I'm saying? So you got to track your calling and whatnot. I mean, we actually have a relationship building software that actually tracks all the calling. I just got to input the numbers. That's all I got to do. It was 12 people. I wasn't 12 people. Let me see. 9, 10, 11. It's 11. 11 people. Yeah.
I'm taking one north. I haven't taken this motherfucker before, so
people ask how
wish
many
me luck.
2. Yep. It was for real. 3 plus 2, that's 5.
Why have 1, 2? You could have 5. Why have 5? Nigga, have 9.
So now, after I did all of that, my goal, I'm getting closer to my goals for a week. I'm over my call rate, and I need 14 more appointments and 1 more. You need 2 more presentations today to reach my goal. I need how many more sales? Oh. Anyway, I need 4 more appointments. Anyway, yeah, folks. Yes, sir. Well, I'm done with that for now. I can close this crap up, and we can get talking about some stuff, folks. All right.
Yeah.
So today, on today's program, on the 3-Man Podcast. Anyway, folks, you had to know who that's from, man. Anyway, folks, if y'all have not seen or have not been paying attention, a lot has been going on when it comes to Trump and the Supreme Court. You want to start with that, bro?
Yo, Wildcat.
Yeah, what's up, man?
Today on the 3-Man Podcast show.
Nah, he sounds exactly like
Well, we're gonna tell you something about the Democrats, what they're doing. Democrats don't care anything about America. But we gonna show you what the Republicans are up to.
Mm-hmm. Not only that, man. Hold on, let me see if I can find this stuff, man. There's been some stuff going on with Islamic activity.
What we mean Islamic? What in the United States? Man. Or are you talking about?
All of this Iran? Influx of no, I'm not even talking about over there. I'm talking about over here, nigga. You got to think about it, man. But the uptick in foreign, immigrants from Muslim-speaking countries. You got the Somalis fraudulently doing things. Well, some Somalis fraudulently doing things, allegedly. Well, then you got people out of the Catholic Cathedral, bro, doing the Muslim prayer at a Catholic Cathedral, bro.
So it was like it's funny. I was having I was literally talking to an actual Filipino brother who's a passport bro, which is funny. He's from the Philippines, but he got a woman as Guyanese and shit from the motherland. I was like, I see you, brother, got that dark chocolate, boy. But yeah, so me and him was talking and shit, and he was just like, he's from New Jersey. Like I'm in New Jersey, just finished picking up a load, right? And so he's like, I could see he's being extremely careful on how he how he was talking to me, because he like, you could see that these Democrats, these liberals in New Jersey have literally scared the shit out of conservatives up here, bro. And so he's like talking to me on
Democrats have?
Yeah, like towards the conservatives. Like he's talking to me, he's MAGA, but he's talking to me on eggshells and shit. And I was just like, oh shit, I'm MAGA too, brother. I was like, shit, I will have my Make America Great Again hat if I would, but I don't got that bitch. Somebody stole it. I need another.
I got a Living in America shirt, man, with 4th of July on it with Apollo Creed on the back.
Oh, fuck you. I see that shit. I seen that shit. I want the one that says with the 4th of July one with Robbie Downey Jr. You never go for a retard.
Oh yeah. I got another one, dude, with Sheriff Buford T. Justice on it. Said, "Happy 4th of July, you son bitches."
Oh, yeah, I would like to get that one. But yeah, so you can see that he's talking to me about it on eggshells until I was like, oh, dude, man. I was like, oh, you want to talk to me on eggshells, bro? I was like, oh, I'm straight MAGA, bro. Straight MAGA. Make America better again, motherfucker. Shit. So I was like, yeah, I'm straight MAGA, man. And so he was like, oh, okay, cool, cool. I was like, yeah, it's fucking crazy out here now, dude. And so me and him, we're talking and everything. And I'm like, I can never go back. I was like, dude, I'm a former progressive. I was like, dude, I went from voting Bernie Sanders to Trump. I was like, dog, after all this shit I have seen the Democrats do, I can never go back. I've seen way too much, even if there's some of the things that, in order for me to go back being a Democrat, the Republicans really got to shit the bed. They really have to shit the bed, right? And so me and him, we're talking and everything. He was like, well, what was it for you? And I was like, well, I'm going to be real with you, bro. I have seen some shit to where when they were talking about the mail-in ballots and shit, it wasn't like the mail-in ballots that I have seen, but it was the shit that it was the mail that the Republicans send to their constituents, and like they send it to constituents. And what I was seeing, there was black Democrats were leaving mail on my truck. And basically, they're technically, there were this mail for people who are trying to get their ballots and all that shit. They purposely left it on my truck. And so by purposely leaving on my truck, I'm like, I'm over here. I'm like, yo, what the fuck y'all doing? You can't do this shit. And so I had to mail everything out, but now also mailing everything out, I'm filing complaints because I'm like, you can't do this shit. And all the complaints I was filing and I was getting, basically what I was getting back was silence. No one gave a fuck. And I'm like, oh, to multiple felonies, no one gives a fuck about it. Got it.
That's crazy.
Multiple felonies, no one gave a fuck about it. But who was it? It was Democratic bureaucrats that didn't give a fuck about it, because I'm reporting directly straight to the fucking top about this shit. And I'm like, dog, this shit, you can't do this shit. And no one never gave a fuck about it and all that shit. And honestly, when I talked to the FBI about it and shit, like, it was fucking Republicans who gave a fuck about it. Democrats didn't give two shits of a dollar fuck about the shit that was happening, which I thought it was complete bullshit. And so ever experienced that shit with the Democrats, I was like, yeah, y'all will never, and y'all pea brain cotton ass bullshit mind, never get my vote ever again.
There's a lot of shit going on, man.
Yeah.
A lot of shit going on. But you didn't, so you basically didn't, okay, so we're going to get back to that, but I wanted to see what this was talking about right here. This is just a short. So I believe that President Trump is actually about to renew the ban on Muslims.
At what was an anti-Semitism summit yesterday, Donald Trump trying to court Jewish donors. And he said, quote, in my opinion, the Jewish people would have a lot to do with the loss, going on to say it's only because of the Democratic hold or curse on you. And that's not all we heard from Donald Trump at the same event last night. He also talked about reviving the Muslim ban that was put into place under his administration.
Ban refugee resettlement from terror-infested areas like the Gaza Strip. And we will seal our border and bring back the travel ban. You remember the famous travel ban? We didn't take people from certain areas of the world because I didn't want to have people ripping down and burning our shopping centers and killing people. But we're not taking them from infested countries.
At what was an anti-Semitism summit yesterday.
Yep. Seems like that's what we're about to go back to.
Well, honestly, like, can we really blame them? Like, can we really blame him?
I can't blame him.
Like, it's that's why I said I have seen way too much. I'm gonna just be. I'll be 100% raw with you. I'm for it. I'm for, like, whenever Uncle Tom, he was talking and he was like, we need a complete halt on all immigration until we get this shit figured out and get this shit fixed up. And I was like, yo, that's completely extreme. But then I'm over here, I'm like, you know what? He's right. He's absolutely right. We do need a fucking, like, we need a complete fucking immigration ban, like a halt on all immigration, except for essential shit and essential shit only. Because, like, dude, I'm gonna bring that back to memory lane. During the Biden administration, when we were letting all these illegals in, we were literally letting in terrorists into the country. So, let you some of y'all might not know that the cartel was smuggling Iranians into the United States. The cartel, yes,
that's crazy.
Remember, Iran has a, if I remember correctly, Iran had a strict travel ban on Iran. That's been that for a long time. Only way you could come in, like, in the United States from Iran, and you had to be a refugee, and you had to be able to prove that you couldn't, like, go back home. And so it was a strict policy of not letting Iranians in the state because, you know, like, not allowing people like Hezbollah, they couldn't come into the country, so on, so on, so on. And so you're finding out about it, to all the ones who don't know, but what you find out is that the cartel literally was working with terrorists. Not only the cartel was working with terrorists, but the Venezuelans, they were getting trained by the terrorists. They were doing training exercise with one another. And so, like, it's crazy how you got these libtards that didn't see no problem with it and talking about, well, this is America. America is built on immigration. You can't illegally enter the country on stolen land. I'm like, no, it ain't really stolen. It's more like conquered.
But conquered and paid for shit. Some of it paid for.
Yeah, conquered and paid for and shit. And so, when it comes to, they talk. See, this is what the liberals do. They play on your heartstrings. Not only do they play on your heartstrings, but they play on the emotions of people and shit. So do you, like, example, when you talk about the Native Americans and shit, I'll be real, as a black man, I really don't give a fuck about the Native Americans. Outside of my friends and my family, I don't give a fuck about Native Americans, because when it came to slavery, do you know that Native Americans owned slaves?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know that Native Americans fought with the Confederacy to keep slaves?
I didn't know that shit.
2 months after the Confederate Army surrender, the Chickasaw or the Cherokee, they were still fighting 2 months after the Confederate Army surrender.
Really?
Yes. And so whenever I used to go on TikTok and I'm talking to these Native Americans and shit, and they're talking about all this shit that they're going to do, and that it was just like, well, Native Americans need to do this, that, and the other. I was like, yo, what y'all should do is move the fuck on. Yes, your people got slaughtered. Yes, your land got taken away. Move on. Figure something new. Instead of crying about the same thing, then you have this fucking white simp cuck talking about, well, you should get off my live because you're not an ally. I was like, wait. Basically, I was like, wait, hold on. I was like,
You just
I'm
said you want to
actually
get an echo chamber.
yeah. I was like, wait. You just want an echo chamber. Not only you want an echo chamber, but you're one of these people that you're too soft that you can't take criticism. I was like, you think the Native Americans is all clean, motherfucker?
No, there was some savage motherfuckers too. Now, some of them were very savage. Wasn't all no goddamn pilgrims and Native Americans eating shit together on Thanksgiving. Wasn't that a massacre? One Thanksgiving a massacre?
Yeah.
Wasn't that massacre on Thanksgiving, dog?
If I remember correctly, yeah, there was.
I mean, I'm just saying, dude. You got to look up shit for yourself. There's no excuses anymore. Because look at it like this. You guys have all the information you could possibly need at your fingertips. It's called a fucking smartphone.
Or my favorite one is... So, Sean, my favorite one is Christopher Columbus is a piece of shit because he slaughtered Native Americans. And when these Native Americans say this shit, I'm like,
a lot of them got
do you know the... Huh?
A lot of them got sick from disease. Man.
I was like, no. Well, I was like, do you know the whole story behind the whole Christopher Columbus? I was like, he didn't slaughter no one the first time he came around. Why did he slaughter the second time coming around?
I don't know, dude. Don't make no sense to me.
You know why? Well, when he first came around, the
Christopher that Columbus, he wanted that they had, and he knew they weren't going to give him.
Let me tell you. So when he first came to the West Indies, his men were dying. He was basically, his men have died. He lost a lot of men. Not only he lost a lot of men, but they were starving. There was some of them was dying from starvation and shit. So there was a native, I forgot the name of the Native American tribe, but they assisted Christopher Columbus. They helped him out. They established trade with him, with one another. So when they left and went back to Spain and he came back, those Native Americans that helped him out got slaughtered and got conquered by another Native American tribe. So as tribute to that Native American tribe who made sure he survived, he fucking slaughtered every last one of them. People don't know that is because people don't fucking read.
So to thank him, he killed them all.
Well, it was the fact that he slaughtered all of them. They slaughtered all of them. Every last Native American that you know how basically you leave a couple just to tell the tale.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically what happened.
Yeah, leave him alive.
Yeah, and so when he came back, the same tribe who helped his men to not die. So he basically, the men that he had, they went back, slaughtered them all. Really? Slaughtered every last one of them. That's the reason why Christopher Columbus did that. It wasn't because he hated Native American people. No, it was that the natives that helped him out that got massacred. And so Christopher Columbus didn't like that shit. And so he went and massacred that tribe.
Okay.
Yes. So that's the tell. That's the story, and that's the tell. See, people don't know that is because they select and choose what they're. It's like what the Democrats. It's like what Democrats do. They tell you half truths. They don't tell you all the truth. They don't tell you the truth that gives you a better context.
Keep talking, man. I'll be right back. Keep talking. I'll be right. Keep talking.
So not only they don't tell you the truth that give you a better context, but it's like if I tell you, it's like example, there was a white guy that said, "I hate black people," and oh, he's a racist, yada yada yada, and all that shit. But they don't tell you he said, "Oh, I hate black people that rob, kill, do all type of degenerate shit towards other black people. I can't get down and I can't get jiggy with those black people." See, in full context, it's not racist, right? It's not racist, guys, in full context. But because when you leave out, when you say half truths, then oh, he's a effing racist. He's not like he's a effing racist. Yeah. So that's the reason why they do that shit. They know they when you usually do that shit, it's just if you know you're gonna go after people's heartstrings. That's the only reason why you'll do something like that.
Okay.
We're just going after their heartstrings. That's Democrats for you.
Yep. Well, we're gonna listen here, folks. Not the whole thing because it's 11 minutes long. We're not gonna listen to all of that. But this is on Fox. This is the coach. The coach. The president signs executive orders in Oval Office. This is about the court updates, Trump and his speaking White House, Middle East, latest, all this stuff, top stories and shit.
And faulty. So we're going to break that monopoly, and no longer will CARB be the only third-party certifier for these aftermarket parts. Again, President Trump is insisting on fixing it. This presidential memo does that. President Trump was calling me up on a Saturday night when this idea first came to his head, and he says he wants to do a press conference right away to get this over the top. In February 2nd, we signed a right to repair for our farmers so that they can repair their tractors and their non-road equipment, and this is covering everyone else.
I mean, think about it. It came to my attention because I noticed they were arresting people for fixing their car. They were arresting people for fixing it. That's not even believable. Anyway, so it's right to fix, and I think it's really common sense. If somebody wants to fix, some of these people are better mechanics than the mechanics in the shop. They're telling the mechanic in the shop how to fix their car or their truck. We signed the truck one a little while ago. So I'm going to sign this and I'll be happy about it. We rule by common sense to a large extent. All right, Lee, good job.
What the heck was that? Oh.
Okay.
We're Phoenix Energy, a family-owned oil company.
No, you're not.
Embarrassing.
I know, right? But it's only because nigga ain't damn paid for that shit. I tell you what, give us some super chats.
Can you imagine that? They want to put you in jail if you fix your car. Thank you, man. You have any questions?
Mr. President, what do you make of the Supreme Court ruling today in regards to the mail-in ballots, and what comes next for the SAVE Act after today's ruling?
Well, because of the mail-in ballot ruling, which was a little bit surprising, gives people more time to vote illegally, let's say. But the SAVE Act is even more important, and that's the right. You have to be a citizen of our country. Okay, you have to show you're a citizen of our country, called citizenship. Voter ID by photo voter ID, and no mail-in ballots unless you're in the military, disabled, you're ill, or you're away, or even on a vacation. We're being very open about it. It's pretty easy. And we'll have honest elections. But the ruling, which a lot of people were waiting for, that was a ruling that was, I think it was very detrimental to honest elections.
Now watch this.
Mr. Minority Leader.
Yep, right there.
Thank you, Mr. Leader. Just piggyback on that, though. Can you set expectations for tomorrow's races in Colorado, particularly CD1 with Diana DeGetsy? Do you believe she's capable of winning? And what does it say that her race is very close in terms of, this challenge against incumbents by Democratic Socialists?
It's a close race, and we'll see what happens. Ultimately, it'll be in the hands of the people of Denver. But the reality is we have an unsettled electoral environment, which is going to be the case when Donald Trump is president. And
I swear this dude look like he voguing every time he talk, man. It's crazy.
He's out of control.
No, you know what that nigga look
The
like?
country under his.
What does he look like?
Do you remember the movie The Fifth Element?
Hell yeah, dog.
Them fucking aliens.
Please don't tell me the one that was like.
No. Who's going to send somebody in here to negotiate?
Oh yeah, hell yeah, he was. Oh shit, nigga.
Who's going to negotiate,
man? Oh,
yeah,
my God.
Yeah, that's what that nigga look like, boy. That nigga look like he
Hell no, man. No.
Oh man, he look like them evil aliens, nigga. The ones that was trying to get the elements, nigga. That's what the nigga look like, nigga.
That's crazy, dude. He does look like that, dog. Oh, he look like the main nigga, the leader. And once he got shot, everybody stopped.
Anybody else want to go? Oh, dude, you heard about what happened to Bruce Willis, bro?
No, what happened to Bruce Willis? He died?
No, he's suffering from dementia, dude.
Yeah, I know he's like really decrepit right now. He can't barely walk or anything, and he don't know shit because he's
like he don't even remember.
He lost all memory of shit. He don't remember himself. He don't remember his kids. None of that shit.
Yeah, that shit's sad, bro. Like
sad as shit.
Like, dementia is
sadder than a mug, man. Yeah, dementia is a mug, man.
Dementia is a motherfucker, dude, bro. Because I had a grandma who had a dementia, man, and bitch couldn't remember me. Yeah, she kept thinking I was
like that.
She kept thinking I was her late husband. Because I look like one of my granddads.
Okay.
And so she kept thinking I was her late husband and shit. And so, like, every single time I used to have to see her, I had to learn, like, well, that's kind of the reason why I sing and shit, because I had to learn how to sing because my great-granddad used to sing all the time and shit to her and everything. So I had to learn how to sing. And so I used to sing.
Well, you know, I will never pick at your singing again, man. I will never do that again, dog. Just because you mentioned that, man.
No, it's all good. I know I can't sing for shit no more. I used to be a real good singer, nigga. Then I started spoken, nigga. You know?
No, man, yeah. I mean, it's all good. Yeah, you can't sing for shit, but I mean, I'm not.
Oh, fuck you, nigga. It's 2 a.m. just getting in about to check the message. No one is home but my homies and some will collect. Oh man, no man. I used to be. You know what? It's either I couldn't sing, and bitches told me I could sing good just because they wanted to fuck.
Hey, we got FBGG in the house.
Hey, what's up, FBGG?
I hope that was loud enough for you, FBGG. I'll try to make it as loud as I possibly could. You know what I'm saying? You know, sometimes I mess up though. Bruh.
Anyway. Or maybe my singing was so bad that females thought it was so adorable. They like, at least he's trying.
It don't sound like Cleveland. Please don't do the Cleveland, dog. No, not that one. I'm talking about Cleveland's son. Remember, Cleveland Jr.
It's Cleveland Jr. How are you doing today, FBGG? Are you doing good? Well, I'm feeling like a diva. I'm a diva too.
I'm a diva. He's a diva. You're a diva. She's a diva. Wouldn't you like to be a diva too?
So I need to go to the store and grab some ingredients. I need a loaf of bread, milk, and butter.
Boy, you stupid, man. Let's continue on, man.
Leadership is falling apart as it relates to
I had to order me
the
a
economy
Reuben
and his extreme assault on the American way of life.
Well, if you
And
get
in
the
an
Reuben
environment
and mix it with the
like that,
Russian dressing, it tastes very good.
Yeah, I got the extra corned beef, dog, too, man. I'm back on a regular diet. I'm just making it keto, so I don't eat a lot of carbs. But I'm on carb cycle today because I went to Muay Thai this morning. So
You know,
basically,
sauerkraut
I'm
don't have no
probably
carbs.
gonna do about 3 rounds before I go to bed.
I think, yeah, don't sauerkraut have no carbs in it?
Yeah, sauerkraut's a good thing to do anyway because it's got probiotics in it.
Yeah, because the further
Fermentation.
fermentation,
Yeah.
But
I wish
I
I could get
like
sauerkraut. I need to get some
uh,
kimchi.
some kimchi.
Yeah, I need to get some kimchi.
I have never had kimchi before.
Yeah, it's an acquired taste. I'm not gonna lie. It can be spicy depending on who made it, and it's really basically fermented cabbage and carrots. Some of them have carrots in it.
Is it worse
Like
than
julienne carrots.
does it taste worse than sauerkraut?
Sauerkraut don't taste bad to me, so I mean I can't give you an honest opinion on that.
Well, sauerkraut don't taste bad. Kimchi tastes worse than that.
I ain't gonna say it tastes worse. Like I said, it's an acquired taste. Some people like it, some people don't. Just like sauerkraut. There's a lot of people don't like sauerkraut. I know I know my mama wouldn't eat no damn sauerkraut.
So if you like sauerkraut, you will probably like kimchi. Is basically
cool, Gigi. Yes. Cool, Gigi. I actually know how to make a carnivore version of bread. I just haven't done it in a while because you got to have heavy cream flour powder, and you got to get it a certain type. It's got to be as pure as you can get.
Nigga,
what?
Do you know there's a carnivore sausage gravy recipe, bro?
No.
Yeah.
No, I did not know that.
Yes, nigga. So
when I go back carnivore, I'm gonna do that. I gotta wait till I get my cardiovascular up a little bit, and then I'm gonna drop back down to carnivore because they're like, "Oh, you won't have enough energy. You need some carbs." I'm like, "Okay, cool, I got you. I'm gonna get my damn breathing back right. Then I'm gonna go back carnivore on y'all ass."
So the folks at there is a Tyson meat plant that I pick up in Texas. That the people, everybody in the shipping office just loves me. They all love the shit out of me. But there's one of the everybody kept telling me, you don't want to meet the other day shift guy. He's an asshole and he's a lard ass too. I was just like, well, that's fucked up, say about somebody, but it's like he's an asshole and shit. And so I'm trying to talk to this motherfucker. And he's just being all nonchalant. He's like, my bad, man. I'm just on this carnivore diet, man. He's like, son of a bitch, it's hard. I was just like, shit, me too. I was like, hey, there is a carnivore. I was like, there is a carnivore sausage gravy recipe. He was like, shut the fuck up. I was like, oh, you like? I was like, you like sausage gravy? He's like, I fucking love sausage gravy. He's like, I love sausage.
It probably uses fucking heavy cream powder or either
it's heavy cream
powder.
It's sausage, shitload of pepper, freshly crushed pepper.
Probably red pepper.
No, just crushed pepper, like crushed black pepper. Like I like to do the median, the Medlin crushed pepper, which is a mixture of like black, white, red crushed peppers. Well, anyway, it's basically heavy cream.
You mean the medley, nigga, not the median. You mean the medley, bro.
Is it Medlin? I don't know. Is it Medlin? Medley?
Yes, MEDLEY, medley.
Oh, medley. Okay.
Oh, the medley.
Only thing I could think of was MEDL. That's all I. So I was just like, oh, medley.
Yeah, medley. That's what it's called.
It's
like something too.
So and I was just like heavy whipping cream cheese, and sausage. That is it. And I was like, bruh, it's one carb. He's like, get the fuck out of here.
Damn.
I was like, yeah.
One carb?
One carb.
Then all you got, I could do that and then make it with the fucking carnivore bread, dude, and put the sausage gravy on the carnivore bread, my nigga.
Yes.
Ooh.
For
breakfast, and then for breakfast, you do it with either the egg whites or the regular daggum brown. I usually eat blue or the blue or the brown eggs, so you get that going because the yolks are more amber. It's like they're a little bit more amber, and then you get that going. You got that, so you got the sausage gravy, the carnivore bread, the eggs.
Yeah.
I would say top it off with like some uncured bacon.
So how you feel, nigga? That's how he felt when I told him that shit. It was like I was here. It was like the house was fucking burning, nigga, and
That's
my
crazy,
big ass all ripped and shit kicked the door open, and I just picked his ass up and chased and carried his ass out to safety and shit. That's how big his eyes opened up. He was like,
"Oh shit, I can make a carnivore fucking." I need to find out how to make carnivore tomato sauce so I can make goddamn. Or some type of sauce, a base sauce, so I can make a carnivore pizza, bro. Because I know how to make the daggum crust. That ain't
well. There's sugar in tomatoes.
I know, so I'm saying I have to do
There's
something
carbs
about
in
a
tomatoes.
sauce. Yes, what I'm saying I have to find a sauce that I can do to put on a pizza. That's a carnivore based sauce, dog. I know it's got to be something out there I can use. Or just flip the script and it don't be like a pizza-based sauce, but it be like that sausage gravy. But you have, because think about it, if I do a carnivore pizza, I can't have meat on there anyway and cheese. So you get the Italian sausage, the ham, the motherfucking pepperoni, hamburger meat. Then you get the damn cheese on top of that bitch, dog.
You could do instead of you could do instead of putting sausage in there, you could just do heavy whipping cream, a quarter of cream cheese, and
Alfredo sauce, but carnivore-ish.
You could do
the dragon.
Actually, you could probably do 1/8 of cream cheese and a shitload of Parmesan. Or you could do that, and
I'm gonna figure that shit out, dude.
Yeah, that would be it. Yeah, that would be it. You could do.
Hey, did y'all see? Look what my kids got me, man, for Father's Day, man. This is just in addition to the pictures that they painted for me. They got me a Tatooine Star Wars mug, bruh. Look at this shit, Dragon.
That's what's
see R2D2 on that bitch.
Yeah, I like
now check this out. Look what's on the handle. Do you know what that is? The Millennium Falcon on the fucking handle, dude.
That's what's up, man.
This shit very cool as shit, man. I didn't already drink like coffee out this bitch, tea out this motherfucker, man. It's off the chain, dog. Anyway. It's all good, man. Oh, I forgot to damn log out my damn. I forgot to log out my Zoom call. Anyway, back to the video.
There are going to be active primary races. In fact, we know that pretty much every cycle.
My kids are wonderful.
There are active primaries, and a handful of incumbents actually are unable to.
Dude, listen to him talk like watching paint dry, dog. For real, my nigga.
Retain their seats. And I think it's not.
Why is he paused so fucking much and so fucking long?
A surprise that there are highly competitive primaries in deep blue parts of the country that are also unfolding this cycle. And so I think it'll be close, tomorrow to be in the hands of the voters. I think
he got that I don't give a fuck face. He's got a very punchable face.
That Representative DeGette has had an extraordinary career in the United States House of Representatives, and she's forcefully making her case.
I would say more of a smackable face.
Well, I can't watch this shit no more. We got to find something else.
We can talk about the Supreme Court rulings. Like,
okay, well, check this out. I'll mention this. Okay, so folks, we can talk about the Supreme Court rulings. The first one we can discuss is Trump versus Slaughter, independent agency firing. So I'll mention some bullet points. So the court overturned a 91-year-old precedent that had shielded leaders of independent federal agencies from being fired without cause. The case centered on Trump's 2025 firings of FTC Commissioner Rebecca Slaughter, a Democrat, before her term was set to expire. The justices sided with Trump, ruling the firing was lawful. A major expansion of presidential control over agencies Congress had designed to operate independently. Sotomayor wrote a sharp dissent, arguing the ruling upends decades of settled separation of powers law. So basically, this is the big one for how much power should one president have. FTC and potentially others like the Fed now sit more directly under the president's authority. And really quick, my opinion is this. If he is the leader of the executive party, and these things are executive parts of government, what is the fucking problem with the president having the ability to fire all these motherfuckers is what I want to know. You still got Congress, you still got Senate, and it's not like when a Democratic president is going to be in there that something's going to be different. They're going to do the same fucking thing. And you got these motherfuckers all on the media bitching and complaining about this shit when they know good and fucking well they wouldn't be saying that shit if it was a Democratic president that was in fucking office. That's all I had to say about that for now. What you think, man? Max, you're breaking up. You're breaking
yeah, can you hear me?
up. Okay, there you go. That's better.
Hold on, let me close out some of these. Let me close out this shit. My bad.
They did.
All right,
we'll get to talking about the other stuff. Yeah, go ahead, man.
Okay, I didn't hear one fucking word he was saying because you had my mind on the pizza Alfredo sauce and making it carnivore. Oh yeah, so I know how to make it. I was like, yeah, I was right. I was absolutely right. Don't add cream cheese though.
Don't add cream cheese.
Yeah, you will melt. You kind of melt the butter till it's like, I think it's kind of, you melt the butter until it kind of gets to like a brown type of butter, like kind of like a ghee, so you can get that nutty taste of the butter.
I got ghee, so I don't even use regular butter. I use ghee. I also use Wagyu.
Well, see, you would use regular butter instead of the ghee, because you want to make the butter until you could probably use ghee, but now I've never done ghee before. To like it's basically you kind of want to get it close to like a brown butter. When you get close to a brown butter, it has like a little nutty taste, and you add the heavy whipping cream, and you add a shitload of Parmesan. You got homemade Alfredo sauce.
Okay.
Carnivore style too, nigga. So my bad. You had that shit in my mind. But yeah, what was he saying again? What was he saying about what and what?
So basically what he was saying is that we actually he has the power now as president to fire whoever the fuck he want to under executive branch when it comes to FTC commissioner, all this shit. Not the Fed, but FTC. You know, that's one position.
Basically, any position that falls under the executive branch, aka
fucking executive branch. He's the fucking leader of the executive branch, so he should be able to do that shit.
Anything that falls under his administration, he's able and he should be allowed to fire them. See, they're fucking mad because majority of these unelected. Well, majority of these unelected bureaucrats are Democrats.
Mhm.
And these motherfuckers literally have made careers. Not only, I'm gonna say like this, not only have they made careers out of it, they have been served in so long in DC that their children have made careers out of being a unelected politician. So we're $40 trillion in debt.
Yep.
We didn't just get there by just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different presidents. We got there by a lot of spending from Congress, the president, and these unelected bureaucrats. In my opinion, if you literally have served in office while we have $40 trillion in debt, you should lose your motherfucking job.
You about to lose your job.
Not only you should
lose your job.
Not only you should lose your job, but you should get kicked the fuck out directly on your ass.
Okay. Say it with your chest.
But these I'm almost here at the truck stop too. I gotta take me a goddamn goodies powder because I got a headache I've been there having for a minute. Wait till I take wait till this goodie powder's kicking my system, nigga. I'm about to start yelling, nigga.
I thought you was about to say something else, bro.
Well, goodie powders and
I thought you was gonna say something else when you said you gotta take. I said, hold on, here we go.
But mix this goodie powder with my coffee.
He did not say that. All right, folks, let's keep on pushing through this.
So, but hold on. I ain't finished. I ain't done yet, nigga. So
I ain't got enough blacks, man.
With these unelected bureaucrats, they have literally sold the American people out for cheap. They have sold you out and they did it for cheap, nigga. Do you think it's like this? If they're on the private sector, like we are, if we're inadequate and piss poor at our job, do you think we keep our job?
Hell no.
If
we get canned immediately, expeditiously.
In your department, if money is missing and lots of money is missing under your department,
somebody getting fucking investigated.
Yeah, not only you're going to get investigated, you're going to get fired, then you're also going to jail.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but these unelected bureaucrats, no, you can't fire them. You know what? Trump is doing this shit. He's trying to rob America. But I'm like, y'all motherfuckers already robbed us for $7 trillion. Shit. At least I can say Trump only took $2 billion.
Shit, at least Trump telling you what. At least Trump telling you what he doing. He ain't like he hiding.
Yeah, he telling you exactly what he doing. It's like if I look at my investment portfolio in my Roth IRA, I'm like, nigga, I just listen to Trump and shit. And basically, when I put my shit into AI basically told me, he was just like, shit. In 40, if you just keep the same standard shit you got, he's like, in 40 years, this shit gonna be like at least not 40 years, my bad. He's like, in 25 years, this shit gonna be at least a couple of $1 million.
Ain't that something? I want juice. I want juice. Damn it. I can't get no juice. Anyway, let's keep going.
Yeah.
Welcome back. I'm your host, Christy Matino, and we're keeping a close eye on the Supreme Court this morning. We're watching these two decisions in particular, Trump versus Cook and Trump versus Slaughter, and that related to President Trump's authority on firing federal officials. Well, President Trump just issuing this statement to Truth Social as he is now reacting here to the Trump versus Slaughter decision. As he says, big win just moments ago at the Supreme Court in the Slaughter case, confirming presidential power in our country. to remove executive branch officers and agency appointees or representatives under Article 2. This decision was long sought by United States presidents dating all the way back to the 1930s. It is such an honor to be the sitting president who won this historic and unprecedented ruling, one of the most important ever given with respect to presidential powers. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Now, live look here at the Supreme Court. I just want to provide a bit of context here. As the Supreme Court dramatically expanded presidential power, upholding President Trump's firings of the heads of the independent federal agencies, with one important exception, the Federal Reserve. Now, the justices allowed Fed Governor Lisa Cook to stay in her job while she fights President Trump's effort to fire her over allegations of mortgage fraud, which she has denied. But other than at the nation's central bank with its role of setting interest rates, the court held that presidents have free rein to fire agency heads at will, despite federal laws that require a cause for such dismissals, and a 91-year-old decision that had limited executive authority. And that decision, Humphrey's executor, was overturned there. And I just want to share a bit more context here about what Humphrey's executor was. That precedent was handed down in a 1935 case that was also involved in an FTC member who was fired. In that case, William Humphrey refused a request to resign from President Franklin Roosevelt, who had wanted to install people friendlier to his New Deal initiatives that would be under the scope of the agency. Now, Humphrey died the next year, but the executor of his estate sued the administration for back pay, and the Supreme Court justices of the time unanimously backed the FTC and found that a president could only get rid of a commissioner in cases of neglect or duty in certain cases. So President Trump, though, now responding to that Trump versus Slaughter ruling, and I wanted to bring it to you here on Live Now from Fox. So once again, the Supreme Court really expanding presidential power there for President Trump, upholding his firings of the heads of independent federal agencies. But again, that one important exception, the Federal Reserve, which we saw there with the Trump versus Cook case. All right, so we are also getting another response in here from President Trump. Charles, do you know where we're going to put that?
No, we're going to put it.
Okay, so we are just working.
Put it in a mouth.
President Trump has just issued yet another statement. Is it on the Supreme Court? Okay. Okay, so President Trump,
they're being real unprofessional right now.
In response to the mail-in ballot ruling, this text pretty small here. I'm going to do my best to see if I can.
Read it. Shit,
he
since
says,
you can't read it. In light of the tremendous loss in the Supreme Court today concerning voters' rights and the fact that people's votes are allowed to be counted long after an election is over, it is more important than ever to pass the Save America Act, which is 1. All voters must show photo ID identification. 2. All voters must show proof of citizenship. 3. No mail-in ballots except for illness, disability, military deployment, or travel, which it was like that before, but people want to sit there and act all crazy like this is some new shit he coming up with. It's not nothing new. Okay? There is no excuses for politicians or otherwise to be against the above 3 requirements. There's only one reason to oppose: cheating. The House of Representatives has approved this vital act 3 times. The United States Senate seems unable to do so. And in a time when there is a powerful communist movement taking place in our country, one more dangerous than World War I, World War II, Pearl Harbor, or September 11th, all Democrats and our 5 Republican Senate holdouts, Lisa Murkowski, Susan Collins, Tom Tillis, and Bill Cassidy, and Mitch McConnell, must vote to save our country. There can be no more excuses. Thank you for your attention to this matter, President Donald John Quavius Trump.
The tremendous loss in the Supreme Court today ever to pass of citizens working to see it. And one of them that we were really focusing on was mail-in ballots. And to just briefly recap for you here, the U.S. Supreme Court ruling in favor of a Mississippi law allowing mail-in ballots to be counted in elections, even if they are received after Election Day on.
Yeah, they let it be if you got them postmarked before the end of that day or postmarked by that day. Now they're allowing that shit, but at least you got to get it postmarked.
Monday.
Hold on. You talking about mail-in ballots?
Yeah, you got to get it
Oh
postmarked.
no! Oh no! 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 I'm gonna tell you something about mail-in ballots that's about to piss you off. But just I gotta run inside this truck stop real quick. I just gotta grab my receipt real quick.
So you're gonna
So
leave us hanging then?
nigga, I got to grab my motherfucking receipt. Hell yeah, I'm gonna leave you hanging, nigga.
Oh shit,
Shit.
I'm gonna play this shit while you
Now that
fucking
court
doing
was
that.
split 5-4 on the ruling, with Justice Amy Coney Barrett writing the majority opinion. She was joined by Chief Justice
Water,
John Roberts, as well as
not
Justices
gin,
Sonia
not vodka. I
Sotomayor,
hadn't drank in a while.
Kagan,
That's
and
water.
Ketanji Brown Jackson. So President Trump now just reacting here on Truth Social, as first he reacted to the Trump
That's
versus
kind of
Trump case.
messed
Now
up,
he is
man.
reacting to this mail-in ballot ruling here. And Barrett's opinion held that Election Day, in the context of federal law, set a deadline for when voters must make a choice regarding their preferred candidate. Relevant laws, however, impose no standard for when ballots must be received to be considered valid. So now President Trump saying this in light of the tremendous loss in the Supreme Court today concerning voters' rights and the fact that people's votes are allowed to be counted long after an election is over. It is more important than ever to pass the Save America Act. So we wanted to share that here with you on Live Now for Fox. You can read that full statement on your screen here from the president. I just wanted to share some context here with you about that decision that was just issued a very short time.
All right, well, that's it. So as y'all see, folks, that was one decision. Now let's go over to the next decision. Max, you got anything to say about that?
I do. I just gotta run inside.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. So, well, while he's doing what he's got to do, folks, yeah, I do not like the fact that they're going to accept the ones that are postmarked, by the day. I think, it's just, he's going to probably tell us something that's just going to piss me off. I know it is. Really. I don't know what it's going to be, but it's going to piss me off. I got a feeling there's going to be something that we didn't realize about mail-in ballots that they've been trying to stop for a while. And unfortunately, they weren't able to stop it. I'm sorry, folks. I'm looking at something that is taking my fucking attention. And Dragon knows what that is, and he will not say, and I hope he will not say it out loud. Dragon, what's up, man? And how you doing, man? Please be there. Unless you out walking your babies, I can probably expect you probably out walking your babies, because you damn sure ain't saying that. Oh, you muted, bro.
I'm here, bro.
Yeah. I said I was distracted, dog. I'm looking at something.
Nah, you good.
Good Lord.
I ain't got nothing to say about them reptiles. I'm gonna say it like that.
Reptiles? Who you considering reptiles, dog?
Both sides.
I feel you.
Both sides are reptiles. So.
Well, the only problem is being an independent, man, and trying to vote independent really don't make no fucking sense, only because some ballots you ain't gonna be able to fucking vote anything, and also your fucking candidate will probably never have a chance to even take office. But there are some senators that are independent. There are a couple House representatives that are. So when they say worse of two evils, I guess you could look at it like that. It just so happens that most of the people I vote for do exactly what I want them to do. You just got the mother folks in these other states that are the same party as the people I vote for. They be fucking shit up, like John Thune is not from my state. God dang, man. Boy, all these goddamn kids out here out and about. Dragon. All these kids, dude. All these fucking kids.
I understand, bro.
Make it hard on you, boy. All I'm gonna say is this: somebody looks like somebody from my past. That's all I'm gonna say. And it's somebody that had a very I can't, not all the way bad. There was some good times. Somebody looks very familiar. I'll say that. Lighter complected version.
Really?
Yeah, man. What's going on with this dude? All right, so folks, until he comes back, I'll just go through what other cases we will be discussing tonight. So you also have the Fed Governor Lisa Cook case, which was decided Monday, June 29th, a vote of 5-4. Now, the other case, he must be back. The other case that Max is about to talk about was decided 6-3, and it was decided on Monday, June 29th. Go ahead, Max. You have the floor, Max Powers. Max Powers. All right, I don't know what's going on with Max, but here we go. I'm just mentioning the other cases. Like I said, Fed Governor Lisa Cook case. This was decided on June the 29th. You are probably muted, Max. Unmute yourself, buddy. Unmute yourself.
Okay, there you go. No, I had to fix my shit.
Okay.
Fuck, man. I'm
sorry your shit was broken.
Boy. No, it's just my head started hurting out of nowhere and
shit, dude.
You said what?
Nothing. I'm being stupid. Don't pay no attention to me, man. You got a headache.
Yeah.
Please don't pay no attention to me.
Wasn't funny.
No, it wasn't funny at all.
I was about to hit you with the
You ain't even whistling the shit right. Dude, at least whistle the shit right, man. You got the melody all fucked up.
No, you made a bad joke, nigga, that I didn't get.
Yeah, but obviously whatever you're trying to whistle is not how it sounds. But anyway, go ahead, man.
No, that's the old Wild Wild West shit. Like,
you was not. That did not sound like that.
Mm-hmm. You want to hear something? It's not picking it up because it's in the whistling is a high pitch, so the mic doesn't pick it up good. Yeah, but yeah. So all right, melon ballots. So can you repeat what the Supreme Court said?
It said the court overturned a 91-year-old precedent that had shielded leaders of independent federal agencies from being fired without cause. Cause centered on Trump's 225 firings of our FTC commissioner. Rebecca
I was talking about the melon ballots. Melon ballots.
Oh, it was on the other video. So basically, the mail-in ballots, basically, you could actually count the ones that have a postmark date of the day of election. So in other words, as long as they're postmarked by that date. So it says here, no mail-in ballots except illness, disability, military deployment, or travel. Like I said, you can accept the ones that are postmarked, you know what I'm saying, by that date. Go ahead, man.
So here's the bullshit about this, right? So when it comes to the mail-in ballots, we realize this is the way what Democrats use to cheat. This is what they use to cheat on elections. So November 4th is technically election day, correct? Can we agree with that? So that's when most people go and cast their ballot and cast their election. So what happens is with the mail-in ballots, as long as it says that, as long as it has the mark day of the day of the election, you can mail it off. So I'm going to give you a good fucking example real quick. If you, let's just say, what basically is going to happen is we no longer have an election day. So they could literally have the election go on until the last ballot is counted. So I give you a quick example. Let's just say you decided to, let's just say there's an election in a deep democratic state, and a Democrat is actually losing. Well, what the mail-in ballots is basically the election is not over until every single ballot is fucking counted.
That's crazy, man.
And so when it comes to, it's not just the ruling, but it's also the notes on the ruling. So with Amy Coney Barrett, and I'm gonna be real with you, one of the worst decisions that Donald Trump has ever made in his first presidency, because of the fact that I can't even say her fucking name. I'm just gonna say ACB. ACB, Court Justice ACB, was one of the worst picks that Donald Trump has ever made. And all my friends, when she got nominated to the Supreme Court, remember how they were protesting, doing all that wild bullshit, talking about how she's a part of extreme Catholic group, yada yada yada, all this malarkey and shit. I literally looked at my Democratic friends. I was like, you know, y'all being real stupid, right? And they were just like, well, what you're talking about? I was like, wait till you find out she's a fucking Democrat. No, Trump nominated her. I was like, yeah, but she's a fucking Democrat. But it was like, no, she's an ultra mega conservative. And I was just like, no, she's a fucking Democrat. Look at her record. Her record shows you that she's she's left leaning. She's not right leaning, she's left. She has, ever since she has been in the court, she has decided with the Democrats more than the conservatives. And so what she wrote down in her notes was basically, it means what she specifically wrote down in the notes on that fucking ruling. It basically saying that an election is over until every ballot is counted. So you have until January 6th. Well, technically, it will be January 5th. You have until that election is certified, which is January 6th. You have until then for the election to be over with. So say goodbye to November 4th is election day. There's no fucking point. You might as well vote in by mail-in ballots now.
Well, can't everybody do vote. Can't everybody vote can't everybody do mail-in ballots unless you. Oh, that's right. They got to pass the Save America Act first. Well, this say ballot ruling, no mail-in ballots except for illness, disability, military deployment, or travel. So I guess you can lie and say you travel and you can goddamn. No,
it's the ruling. How they rule it is they didn't. It's basically the notes that was on it wasn't specific enough. So there's no more election day. We're gonna have a basically election couple of months now.
Yeah.
It's like with
which is why he wanted the Save America Act passed in the first place, so we can get rid of that shit. Yeah. And so I'm be real with you. This whole mail-in ballot shit was probably the most craziest shit. Well, it's one of the craziest shit that Amy called. It wasn't them marking it down. It was just the notes that they marked it down. It's basically wasn't cleared enough. So you could do anything now with the mail-in ballots now. If your states allow mail-in ballots, you could be illegal, you could vote. You could be here just visiting, you could fucking vote. Well, they already showed them that they had some homeless people out there that voted in California's elections.
Well, those homeless people are American citizens. The problem is that now they just basically what they did with the Supreme Court and her fucking notes, ACB notes, that's the new norm now. That's about to be the new norm. So as a truck driver, I can vote my mail-in ballots now. I don't have to go in. I can vote as the mail-in ballot now. I just got to get my ballot. That's all I can. I should be able to vote if I'm in Nebraska. I should be able to get a mail-in ballot from Nebraska and able to vote. That's basically what they did.
Damn.
They made no distinguish. They make no distinctions about when it came with the mail-in ballots. So it was basically it's not only it's a stupid fucking ruling, but the notes that they put on the ruling was fucking stupid. It was idiotic. Didn't make no fucking sense to it. So have y'all talked about the birthright citizenship?
We didn't talk about anything else. We was waiting on you. We just
okay. Shit, let's go to the next one. Birthright citizenship.
Okay.
Actually,
so
you know what? There was one before that. My bad. I apologize.
Cook case. The Cook case.
Nope, that's the Cook case. That is for.
Well, I just mentioned that one. That's the Fed Governor Lisa Cook case.
Yeah, that's for Trump has the power to fire any executive that anybody under an executive branch he wants. Not that one. There's another one that it is, which is going to be important for the birthright citizenship. So, the next one is
what, E. Jean Carroll case?
Not E. No, that's E. Jean Carroll's
Monday,
not
June 29th. This is everything that was. You said everything that had been decided in the last few days.
No, I'm talking about under Trump executive orders.
Okay, we got the birthright citizenship. That's one. Then you got trans athletes in school sports. That was today. That was decided today. And
that's a no fucking brainer.
And let me see.
It was the one after that.
Republican. Watson. Oh, we already did the Watson versus Republican National Committee mail-in ballot stuff. At least you said it wasn't a Lisa Cook case. We already talked about it. Was Slaughter case. We already talked about it. No, it was about campaign financing. You could not seen that one.
Now, okay, so there was a court decision on the Supreme Court that was in the favor of the Republicans, to where under the First Amendment, the RNC and the DNC could throw a limited amount of money at any politician that they want. Did you see that? Hello?
You can throw any amount of money, bro?
Unlimited amount of money to any candidate. So yeah, that was the one right after.
What was the name of it?
I don't know.
Well, what is it pertaining to more so?
Political financing.
Political financing. Okay, let me see if I can find someone. Political finance decision. Okay, so campaign. Okay, look. Okay, here we go. We'll go here. We'll go here with it. Come on, then, share.
In a 6-3 decision along ideological lines, Supreme Court siding with a Republican-led challenge ruling that coordinating spending limits for campaigns violates the First Amendment. I want to bring in NBC News senior justice reporter Ryan Riley to chew over this decision. And Ryan, part of this decision, as I understand it, you correct me if I'm wrong, party committees can spend in coordination with individual candidates. That was a part of what the high court was considering here. We should also point out that among those who brought this case, Vice President J.D. Vance and others. What more can you tell us about this decision and what it means and what it does not mean?
I think overall this means, more influence of money in politics. And, Justice Kagan wrote a pretty blistering dissent here saying that essentially now under this scenario, she proposed this hypothetical situation of a candidate named John Smith and saying what this decision will essentially mean that one person can donate $550,000 that will effectively boost one individual's campaign. And because now the parties there's more coordinated activity allowed. Before that could go to spending such as ads, those outside ads that you often see on your television screen, but now it can go directly sort of towards the campaign. And so that sort of coordination gives, the parties, I think, a lot more ability and makes some of the, the party players much more powerful in Washington and sort of deciding a lot of these, elections on the ground and figuring out where to spend their money, where they, really need the most help. It basically gives the parties more ability to fuel various campaigns across the country. And she, in her dissent, in Kagan's dissent, she says, with no limits on coordinated expenditures, the party can serve as the candidate's checking account. So warning basically that this is going to lead towards more money, more influence in politics, and especially the power of those parties and those joint expenditures that they're doing, where they're now allowed to coordinate more closely directly with candidates. Greg.
NBC News senior justice reporter Ryan
That's
Riley
crazy as shit.
Campaign finance decisions.
We thank you for watching, and remember,
That's crazy as hell, man.
So what do you think that's about to create?
Oh, it's about to create a I want to say like it's going to create like even more of a deeper state, even more like propagandized. Like it's going to allow some of these billionaires and millionaires and these multimillionaires to really have an influence in fucking elections and shit, dude. Really.
Fuck me. I gotta do this shit. Well, it's basically going to create hyper politicization now. We're already split up as a country, right? Hyper politicization now. The DNC is out of money. DNC has.
Well, obviously, this was
money.
done so that the DNC could fucking get back on their feet when it comes to money.
No. So it's basically it's going to create. If you think politics is crazy fucking now, after this ruling, it's about to be off the fucking chain, dude. It's about to be hyper politicization in favor of the Republicans. And so what's going to happen with the Democrats? Well, the Democrats going to do the bullshit that the Democrats do. It's just going to create hyper politicization that's going to be something that you have never seen before in this fucking country.
So you basically saying it's going to be really, really polarizing.
Now, to finish what I want to say, bring up the birthright citizenship ruling.
Okay, the birthright citizenship ruling says.
Now I can explain this shit to you. Like I can explain it once you. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you everything, and I'm gonna show you how all this shit correlates one another. So you can bring up the birthright citizenship.
Hold on, I gotta get this window. This window. There it is. There it is. People can read it right there. Decided Tuesday, June 30th. Vote 6-3. Opinion by Chief Justice Roberts. The court struck down Trump's executive order attempting to end automatic birthright citizenship for children born in the U.S. to undocumented or temporary visa parents. The ruling reaffirms over 150 years of 14th Amendment precedent. Every lower court that reviewed the order had already found it unconstitutional. Talking point, this was the marquee case of the term big loss for Trump immigration agenda. Roberts himself wrote it. That's terrible.
So
it's gonna be a whole lot of Muslim fucking citizens.
Basically, with that birthright citizenship, you no longer have a fucking country, guys. You no longer have a fucking country. So what you're about to
Unless you put
see,
travel bans on folks.
nope. If it's unconstitutional, you can't put travel bans. And the next president could literally, the next president could fucking, the only way we could fix this shit is the amendment, is to amend the Constitution, to amend the 14th Amendment. Not in this day not in this day and age it's going to happen. So you got to have the House, the Senate, and the states. You got to have 60% down the line, the House, the Senate, and the states. 60% have to fucking agree that this is right. This for us to amend the Constitution.
This is crazy, dude.
It is crazy. Now, remember I told you it's the fucking notes. The notes of the notes that they put down on any court case, it is it matters a lot. The reason why it matters a lot is the fact that it gives you a certain type of you could quote unquote say letterhead or a way of trying to figure out like how to move with this shit. So basically what it is that I'm going to give you a great example. There's thousands and thousands of birth tourism in China. So what they do is, here's the loophole. What they do is they pregnant Chinese women take a flight to Guam, have their baby in Guam because Guam is a United States territory. So have their baby in Guam. Their baby is literally a United States citizen now. Fly back to China. They could literally raise that child in China, could raise that child to hate fucking America. Not only fucking hate America, but they could raise that child to that child can never speak no type of English, speak only Mandarin, and can run for fucking president. Oh yeah, you have millions of Chinese Americans who have never been to America but are American citizens in China at this current point right now. So here's another thing.
Shit.
Oh, I'm gonna give you something even more fucking crazier that what pissed me off about it. You can literally have a illegal citizen who could come inside of the United States of America. She could give birth, and now she could give birth with no allegiance to the United States at all, but her child is an American citizen. I am not fucking done. Here's another one. She could literally bring a 1-year-old child into the United States and literally say that, my child is it's an American citizen. Well, I gave birth into the United States, but I feared to go into the hospital to have this baby because I feared of getting deported.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah. And here's a fucked up part about it. There's no way of proving that child is not an American citizen.
That's crazy.
That's where we're at, guys. So on top of that, on top of the hyper politicalization that's about to happen with the, you could give a candidate unlimited amount of money now. What we're literally about to experience is a civil fucking war in the next 20 years, probably within the next 20 years, civil fucking war.
That's not gonna be good.
Yeah. Hold on 1 second. Give me 1 second, guys.
Well, it's already looking like we're gonna have 3 parties pretty soon.
Nope, we're not about to have 3 parties. No, we're not about to have 3 parties. We're literally about to have the Republicans as we speak and the Socialist Democrats.
So what happened with all the moderate Dems?
The party has gone socialist.
Well, you know they had several Democrats left the party, if I'm not mistaken.
They're going after Chuck Schumer. If AOC runs for Senate, Chuck Schumer is going to lose his fucking job.
Mm-hmm.
But AOC might run for president.
Yep.
And AOC will win the Democratic nomination.
Yep. She sure will.
Yeah, guys.
That's the thing that's working against the Democrats that they don't realize is working against them yet is how is New York going to end up? If New York is a success, it won't be because socialism is not a success in any country. But as you know, if you are conservative in any way and you've had any discussion with any Democrat, you know good and goddamn well them motherfuckers have the worst fucking memory, and it's always short term, and they're also microwave minded. So let something happen in New York that's good on the short term, and it'll fucking blind their fucking opinions and their perspective.
I'm gonna help you out here, Sean. I want you to think in your mind: is FBGG still here? Is she still here?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, put a 1 in the chat, FBGG, if you still there.
I feel somebody watching.
All right, so I want y'all right now to think in your fucking mind right now. Just think. Think of the dumbest motherfucker you have ever met.
Yeah.
All right, GG. All right, this about to be a test for all of y'all. Think of the dumbest motherfucker you know, or think of the dumbest motherfucker you have ever met in your fucking life.
Mm-hmm.
Do you picture that dumb person?
Mm-hmm.
That is half of America.
Yep.
Now, you got that. You picture that dumb motherfucker, right?
Mm-hmm.
Half of America is dumber than that.
Mm. Yep.
So, what we're talking about is not only we're talking about the end of this is the end of America as you know it, because you cannot sit here and tell me, well, what is the benefit of being an American citizen? Can anybody tell me?
Hell no.
Hold on. My bad. What is the benefit of being an American citizen that no other person in the world have benefits to?
I can't tell you, bro, because not after this shit.
There's nothing now because of the birthright citizenship rule. There's nothing. That was the only thing that you had that you were able to benefit that no one else in the world could benefit as a United States citizen. You could come over here literally for medical treatment, have a child. Just you could be a woman coming over here for medical treatment. Just stay tucked away for 9 fucking months, have a baby. Automatically, your child is an American citizen. And if there's a Democrat in the office, the Democrats not going to deport a mother and a foreign mother and their American citizen child. They're not going to do it at all. Think of what Obama did with the DACA recipients. So that's where we're at as Americans now. There used to be, you could, as an American citizen, you was only able to qualify for Social Security benefits, Medicare benefits, housing benefits, food stamps, right?
Right.
What else? What else? Welfare, if need be, house assistance from the government, financial aid. If you didn't have it, can you think of anything else? Any other
Nope.
social networks? You for HUD.
Oh yeah, HUD. Not only HUD, FHA probably. FHA loans.
Illegal immigrants have access to all of that shit now.
Yep.
So there's no benefits of being an American citizen no more. There's no fucking benefit of being a citizen. So you might as well do what all these Democrats and all these corrupt Republicans been doing. We might as well milk the bitch while there's still something left to milk, nigga.
Which is, what should we do, bro?
Shit. Milk the big shaw and for every last fucking drop, nigga, and prepare to remember how they said, get the fuck on. Remember how they said they trying to turn the United. I remember a long time ago they were trying to say, oh, they're trying to turn the United States to a third world country. And honestly, bro, after today, yep, I absolutely fucking agree. Because here's a funny thing about this shit. Even third world countries don't do this shit.
That's crazy, man.
Dominican Republic, you got to have voter ID in order to vote.
This shit crazy. Well, it ain't
Colombia,
over yet, man. It ain't over yet.
Voter ID.
Maybe they'll find a way.
No, it's over. It's over.
What about if Republicans win most of the midterm and they pass the Save America Act?
Dude, you got to get the states. You got to get 60% of the states.
Well, something might happen.
No, my bad.
So
you got to get
bad.
my bad. You got to get 3/4 of the state to amend a constitution.
So they just can't pass the Save America Act at all. They can't pass it at all.
No, they could pass the Save America Act. They can. They can. They're going to have to. That's the only way that's going to counter the mail-in ballot shit. But when it comes to the mass deportation and shit, and oh yeah, and for all of this shit, only person you have to thank is the Democratic Party and the Democratic judges. So I'll be real, Trump, he might as well just pack the fucking court now. Pack the court, pack the district courts, might as well.
You already know he's thinking about doing something. Ain't no telling what he's thinking about doing, but he's thinking about doing something. He's gonna have to.
Well, what I'm thinking is, what he could do is pass the executive order. Pass the executive order to make it illegal for the United States Postal Service to deliver any mail-in ballots
past the date.
No. Make it illegal for the United States Post Office, United States Postal Service, through executive order, like 2 weeks before 2 weeks to a week before the election.
Hold on, let me see something, man. Because I could have sworn he already did something, dude.
No, he didn't do that. He didn't do that. Why I'm saying this, he didn't do exactly what I'm saying. He didn't do that.
Okay.
No, he could do, because with the Supreme Court ruling, it overturns that executive order with the mail-in ballots. But he can make
a judge blocked it anyway.
Well, it doesn't matter if a judge blocked it. If a judge blocked it, the Supreme Court ruling has to, like, the Supreme Court ruling and all that shit. So he can't pass the executive order right before the election, make it illegal to send off any mail-in ballots from the postal services. And it's too close. It will be too close to election for a judge to block this shit before it will already have gone into effect.
Well, a federal judge already blocked all that shit.
So, yeah, that's the only thing he got. That's the only thing he could do is that, or pass the Save America Act, and which they're going to have to. If they don't pass the Save America Act, just because of how they rule that shit, a Republican will never win. A Republican will not win another fucking election. Yep, they're gonna have to pass the American State. Yeah, and so
I hope they know that if they don't pass it, a Republican will never win again. They should know it.
Or what's going to happen is it's going to, with this shit, it's going to be hyper politicization. And what's going to happen if the Democrats win the House and the Senate, it's going to be the illegal immigrants going to start making a run on the border. In 2028, if the Democrats win, they're going to do mass amnesty. Not only mass amnesty, but illegals from people from other country are going to bum rush the fucking border.
Not just that man. Can you imagine the damn federal gun laws that's going to be coming out?
Yeah, and so that's why I told all my friends.
We're going to be like fucking Great Britain over in this bitch, dog.
No, we're going to be worse than Great Britain. Imagine you being in a fucking country where people who don't share the same the cultural standards that you grew up understanding. Imagine being in a country to where people yes, like, because if it was like whenever it was on Stephen A. Smith, the guy who was just like, instead of deporting these 15 million illegal immigrants, what we could do is, hey, we just allow them to stay. They just paid back money on back taxes and all that shit. And I wish Royce White would have dug in his ass and be like, oh, so the Democrats could cheat even fucking more. So you're basically saying is people who would not have been able to come here without illegally coming into the country, you want to give them the right to fucking vote, basically what you're saying. Give them the right, not only give them the right to vote so the Democrats will win every fucking election.
Man, this is ridiculous.
And this is how stupid black people are. I'm going to say this shit, you dumb motherfuckers, you failed race-ass motherfuckers. This is how dumb your asses are. If this Supreme Court would have been in favor in Trump, you have something on the books, you could have got reparations. You dumb fucks.
Yep.
You never gonna get your reparations now.
Nope.
Dumb motherfuckers. You failed race-ass niggas. Stupid. Fucking stupid, bruh. We got to be one of the dumbest fucking race of people that ever walk among this fucking earth, bruh.
You got a point. Yeah, it would have been something on the books, bro. Well, it was good while it lasted.
Because
I guess America ain't gonna be back. We was saying America back, but it looked like it ain't gonna be.
What would have said is if they would have ruled it, they just like, you're absolutely right. the 14th Amendment was granted citizenship only to the birth of African slaves. Now you got something on the books to where you ain't need no fucking amendment. You ain't need no supreme, like you ain't need no fucking amendment. You ain't need to go through you ain't need to go through the Senate. You ain't need to go through the House. You just had to go through the Supreme Court and sue the United States of America for reparations. But that's how stupid you niggas are.
Yep.
Didn't think of that shit.
Yo, DNA proof that you come from after you had come from slavery, and I'll be damned. Oh well. Oh well.
You stupid.
Yes. You didn't need no president. You didn't need, man. That's bruh. And that's the reason why. One of the reasons why I was rooting for it, I was like, hey, maybe black folks should get their reparations so we can move the fuck on.
We do need to move the fuck on, but we can't now. Oh no, not no more.
Because you could have literally sued with that Supreme Court ruling. You said, because you ruled that birthright citizenship belongs to the birth of the birth of former slaves. The babies are former slaves, and so descendants of former slaves. So we were promised 40 acres and a mule. Just by this ruling, we are granted reparations. There was no way. It would basically been a loaded fucking gun that you could not turn away from. You just like, how be fucking damn. You absolutely right.
Yep. In birthright citizenship, we've been the only ones. If you weren't in before then, you can't get back. Oh well now.
Oh well. Oh, you want to hear something? Funny about this shit? Black folks cheered for this shit too.
What?
You libtards cheered for this shit also. And these motherfuckers are so stupid. They didn't even understand this shit. Basically, we would have been like every other fucking country. You had to be like, in order to be a citizen, one of your parents had to be a citizen.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it would have been, basically. In order to consider yourself a citizen of the United States, at least one or both of your parents have to be a citizen. So if you were a illegal immigrant coming into the country and you got pregnant by a citizen of this country, your child will be a citizen.
Mm-hmm. But
okay,
now
cool.
You have that now. Now you ain't got to have that. As long as you in the country and you have a baby, that joker's a citizen.
You ain't have to have, bro. How the Supreme Court?
You ain't got to be here, like you said. You can go to Guam. You can go to Puerto Rico.
No. You could literally bring a 2-year-old child illegally, jump over the border, come inside the country.
There's no proof that kid wasn't here when it was born.
Yep. You get apprehended. They ask you like, oh, is this child? Like, oh no, my child's a citizen. I was terrified of going to the hospital because I was afraid I was going to get deported, but I had my child here in the United States. Well, there's no paperwork, but yeah, I had my child here in the United States. Well, how can they prove? How can they prove? Yeah, it is fucking depressing. It's like I went the fuck off. Like I went off on TikTok, bro, and I was just like, bro, Amy Barrett, Amy Barrett, ACB. This bitch has literally been one of the worst court justice in my fucking existence. And the reason why she did this shit is because she's a scared fucking bitch. She's a scared bitch. That's the only reason why she voted the way she did. Scared bitch. She's scared of the fucking woke mob.
I wonder what
So,
the fuck
guys,
the president. I wonder what the fuck the president can do about this shit. He can't do nothing, can he?
He can't do nothing. He can't do nothing. Only thing he can do was why I said earlier. He has to amend the 14th Amendment, and yeah, good fucking luck.
Or pass the Save America Act, which is going to need help to do that. Which basically we're going to have a damn red wave for the fucking midterms. Which probably still may not work.
Still, you need the states. You got to have backing of the states. 3/4 of the states. Not happening.
Which means something just like when the Patriot Act was fucking written, and they said it would never pass. Looks like it's got to be another fucking disaster like 9/11 happened in order for that shit to goddamn convince some people that they need to do that shit.
Bruh. When I say it's never going to happen, you have no idea when I mean it's never going to happen. Like when I'm saying that is this was
so basically our country is doomed basically.
Dude, during the what you should go back and do, listen to the arguments of what the arguments that they were having of the Republicans that they were having. Because let's just be real, the Democrats weren't making no arguments at all. Democrats didn't do shit. They literally didn't do shit. So the Republicans actually made a great fucking argument, and the Republican was just like, the Republicans was basically like, if there's
Pretty
no
much
benefit,
everybody's a citizen. Everybody's a fucking citizen now.
he was like, basically, what you're saying is, if everybody could be a citizen, then there's no country to save nor protect. And literally, one of the chief justices,
sovereignty. There's no need trying to uphold the sovereignty of this nation. There's no sovereignty to uphold.
And Jackson, the black woman, her name Jackson, right?
Yeah,
Supreme Court Jackson.
Ketanji Brown Jackson.
Yeah, Ketanji Brown Jackson.
Who could not fucking, who actually sat there and said, on the stand, I can't define a woman, not in this context. Yeah. That's what she fucking said. She made an argument that was so fucking insane that if they rule against, if Trump would have, well, basically what happened, Trump laws, her argument was, it was basically like, if we can't basically, my bad, I'm not sure, was it her or, but they was basically like, if we cannot protect the sanctity of our nation, then this is basically, if this caused the country to fail, so be it, was basically what they said. That's crazy.
Yes.
These people are Marxists and communists. They want the country to fail. They want it to go bottoms up.
Because they already, like, I wonder, if you look at, I wonder how many of these people have international properties in other countries. How many of these people have bank accounts in other countries? I guarantee you every last one of them has a bank account. Every last one of them has property in another country, because they know what they're doing is destroying the country, and they're just banking off of it. Remember, $70 trillion is fraud. $7 trillion of the debt is fraud.
Mm-hmm.
So they've been milking the country for every last goddamn drop. You, the everyday American citizen, You're fucked. You just don't know it yet.
Yep.
It just hasn't hit your doors yet. And when it hits your doors, it's gonna be civil war. It's gonna be father versus brother, brother versus father, mother versus daughter, friend versus friend. Because what's gonna happen is the people who knows they're getting fucked ain't gonna sit by and watch this shit happen.
Nope.
And so that's the reason why I say, welcome to Civil War. You're already in the Civil War. You just don't know it yet. Bombs haven't hit the streets yet. Tanks hasn't flowed through the streets yet. Yeah. If you think if you think nothing is going to happen, you're a fucking fool. Because at the end of the fucking day, oh shit, I'm in the wrong fucking lane. My bad. Yeah, because at the end of the fucking day, we're fucking screwed just because of the fact that we have a group of people who are fucking treasonous and who don't give a fuck about the American people. Only thing they give a fuck about is their pockets. And that's a damn shame. That's a damn fucking shame, bruh. Where
And
we
they're on
at,
both
dog?
sides, and they're on both sides of the aisle too.
Yep. And the Republicans that is for this shit, they're the last ones that's there. They're the last ones. They're the. It's a damn shame to where the women in the Republican Party got more balls than the men do. What's that dude name? Thunberg?
John Thune?
Thunberg? Yeah, John Thune.
Yeah, he ain't got no balls.
Not only he got no fucking balls, he's gonna be fucking primary, bro. I'll be surprised a nigga don't swing on his ass. I'll be surprised if a motherfucker don't try to hit him with the 2-piece combo for being a soft bitch. This is probably one of the. I don't care about the whole. Like, honestly, I cared more about the birthright citizenship than anything.
Mm-hmm.
That was the only fucking thing I cared about. And black folks.
Well, the only thing I can say is still having a Republican president, we still got ICE is being funded. But if a Democrat ever wins the presidency again, you might as well kiss this damn country goodbye. It's gonna be worse.
Nigga, I'm telling all my people, I'm about to
get the fuck out of America.
After this decision, I'm gonna be like, everybody gotta update their passports.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody gotta update their passports. Everybody gotta get that passport.
All my kids' passports updated. I got mine will be in effect till 2033. Another update till 33.
I'm buying a boat. I'm going to buy a boat now.
You gonna buy a boat, man?
Yep. Or if I start making enough money and I could save enough money, I'll buy a fucking plane.
That's why. That's why I'm glad I'm doing this remote job, bro. Shoot, if this thing take over like I think it's gonna take over, man, look at him. Thank you.
Well, I already know this shit. I already know this shit. Like,
I'll be on a plane often.
People gonna be like, they're gonna tell me, "Oh, you're just being paranoid, yada yada." I'm like, "No, nigga, this ain't fucking paranoia. I wish it was. I wish it was. I wish I was fucking wrong. With all my heart, I wish I was a fucking fool. I'm a fucking idiot, and I'm fucking wrong. But all of my military friends, they no longer live inside the United States. Of all my military friends, I'm the only fucking one that still lives in the United States. Me.
And I also brought you.
What happened? Oh, she's talking about, okay.
Yeah, that's Ginger Snap, folks. Hey, say hey to Ginger Snap, folks.
So, all of my friends, yeah, I'm the only one that's stupid enough to still live inside the United States of America, bro. And they all said the same thing and shit. And it's funny because
I'm gonna hold out. I got my escape plan, but I'm gonna hold out.
My homeboy, he used to former military, worked for the State Department, and whenever Trump passed that executive order, my partner told me, he was like, if this shit fails, we no longer have a country, and you need to start making sure that you and your people who you care for, make sure y'all got your ducks in a row. Because what's going to happen next is what's happening was if the Democrats win in 2028, all of them socialists from Latin America, they're coming to the United States of America. Best to believe that shit.
You get your legs out.
So that last statement again, bro, real quick.
So
something like United States of America.
All right, so you remember how Latin America is turning red, right?
Yep.
All of those socialists
are coming here.
The Democrats win, which I'm thinking if AOC wins in 2028,
they're coming here.
All of those socialists, they're coming to America, bruh. Yep. They're gonna come in droves, nigga.
That's crazy, dog.
And what's going to happen is
socialist country. America will become a socialist country.
Well, they already took it over the Democratic Party.
Yep. Only thing I have seen that's been hopeful is there have been a lot of people that have left that gone away from it. It's what is it? Negative 27% down in the view of I'm sorry, there's negative 27% decrease in Democrats in their view of America. Never mind. But but the Republican side has stayed steady. It's at 90% when it comes to their view of America. But there's been a lot of people that have left the Democratic Party. Some black folk, not enough black people. Some black folk. Hold on, I'll be right back. Keep going, man.
So if 26% of Democrats view excuse me, my bad, y'all. If 26% of Democrats view as America as good, and 67% of Democrats have a positive look on socialism, do you think the Democrat Party ain't socialist now? Or you think they're still the Democrats? Nah, nigga, they still the motherfucking Democrats, bruh. What do you think this shit is, nigga? This is checkers, nigga, ain't chess, nigga. What happened was, in order the Democrats to win, they got in bed with the radical socialists of their party. And instead of them keeping them in, because remember, the moderate Democrats were all Trump deranged. See, here's the problem with the Democrats, though. They never thought that the socialists were going to actually take over the fucking party. They never thought the socialists, were going to increase in numbers. But the problem is,
Democrats.
when you and this is why they say psyop. Whenever you decided to get in bed with these socialists and you allowed all these illegals to come inside the United States of America, not only allow all these illegals to come inside the United States of America, but you allow the government to get into housing, subsidized housing for the illegal immigrants, give them health care for illegal. Remember, the Democrats were saying illegals don't have access to health care.
They've been saying that shit, but that's not true.
Remember, they were saying illegals didn't have access to the American social network. So,
regardless if they didn't or not, whenever somebody goes to the emergency room, they have to see them. That's law. EMTALA. They have to see them. They can't turn them away. Doesn't matter if they're illegal or not.
But when it came to Doge, when Doge cut, whenever the government shut down because they was making cuts to Medicare, it was literally making cuts to illegal immigrants, bro.
Yep. Mostly.
So
wasn't it up to like 40%?
Do you think? Do you think all these illegals, you think they ain't tell their family?
Oh, they told
You
them.
think they ain't tell their people? So what's going to happen is whenever the polls for the 2028 campaign comes out, and that's why Trump got to end this shit with Iran now.
Soon, now, right now.
No, not soon. Now, nigga, if you got to drop,
by the end
if you got to just,
he need to end this shit by mid of July,
nigga. If you got to deplete anything we have left from World War II, Vietnam War, anything that you can use,
throw everything but the kitchen sink at their ass, and go send
fucking kitchen sink.
Go send SEAL Team 6 after whoever the fuck signed that fucking agreement. Get their ass.
Nope. Well, Trump gonna have to be like this. This is what we gonna do, bruh. Since y'all don't want to play ball, I'm just going to like we got a bunch of old shit from World War II we got to get rid of, Vietnam War we got to get rid of, Korean War we got to get rid of, and Desert Storm we got to get rid of. We about to literally just bomb you until we have nothing left into our modern day shit. And once we hit our modern day shit, we're just going to bomb you until we go completely out of bombs and shit. Then if those bombs don't work, we're just going to start nuking you. That's what the Trump administration will have to fucking do.
Better drop that Moab right now.
Fuck that Moab. We're going to have to go straight nuclear.
Get the big baby. Let big baby fall out.
Honestly, we're going to have to drop, or Trump going to say, if you want to say fuck that, drop the new shit no one has seen yet.
The EMP bomb?
No, antimatter bomb.
Oh, yeah.
Antimatter bomb destroys everything in a 10-mile radius. There's nothing but dust and carbon.
And no radio fallout. No radioactive fallout.
Nothing but dust and carbon.
Which is probably not going to happen. Which, like you said, like I'm going to hold out hope, man, because I got a feeling that God has a plan, man. I'm always going to believe that God has a plan.
Yeah, I believe God's plan is for us to go go through a second civil war. That's what I'm being
Well,
real with
history
you, bro.
does repeat itself, and I'm gonna tell you from what's been going on in the Democratic Party. It's like when the Democratic Party split before, because remember when before the Republicans became the Republicans, we were the Democratic Republican Party in America.
Do you remember in
And it
World
split
War?
off.
I'm sorry, not World War One. My bad. Remember in the Civil War, Bleeding Kansas?
I can't remember that. Go ahead, inform us, buddy.
So Bleeding Kansas was basically they just started. That was the beginning of the Civil War. That was the beginning of it. It was just factions was war at one another. That was the beginning of it.
We're gonna see, man. God damn, we
Antifa versus the Proud Boys could wound up being the Bleeding Kansas.
Yep. I'm gonna tell you like this, man. If there's a blue wave for this damn midterms, I'm gonna get as much ammo as I possibly can, man, before fucking January.
If there's a blue wave, I'm going to tell you what's going to happen.
Everybody in the Trump fucking cabinet is gonna be brought up on charges.
They're going to impeach Donald Trump. Then they're going to impeach J.D. Vance. Then they're going to impeach Mark Rubio.
Yep.
They're going to nominate Hakeem Jeffries as Speaker of the House. Then they're going to file shit that's going to remove they're going
every
to file,
executive order that he put in place, right?
No, hold on, I'm trying to remember. They're basically going to file something to remove Donald Trump, J.D. Vance, and Mark Rubio out of office. Then, because Hakeem Jeffrey is Speaker of the House, Hakeem Jeffries will become President of the United States of America.
And they put AOC
Or-
as probably the fucking vice president.
Or what I can see is they make AOC Speaker of the House and make AOC the President of the United States of America. Because remember,
do that shit, dog. It's gonna be a civil war for real, for real.
the Speaker of the House can be anybody.
Yep.
They just got to have the votes. So
it'll definitely be a fucking civil war then, boy.
if they do that, nigga, what's going to happen is red states are going to they're going to file chapters of succession, and not only they're going to file chapters of succession, but what they're going to start doing is they're going to start removing Democrats from their from committees in their from committees in their states. They're going to remove Democrats who are representatives in senates from Texas. And what's going to happen is the DC is not going to like that. And so what they're going to do is they're going to send troops to stop whoever the governor is. And when they send the troops, then that's when you're like, oh, okay, now there's our civil war. Yeah, like already seen all of it. Like literally, birthright citizen. That's how important that shit was. And for them to not really have notes to give basically I forgot what they call it. What's the notes on the every ruling? I forgot what the professional term is or the judicial term is, but for them not to have the notes that is needed for basically as a form of instruction was probably one of the most craziest shit I have ever seen. And so yeah, that's where we are, man. And so
this is crazy.
Like, dude, and you like, yeah, I'm gonna hold out hope. I was like, nigga, that was me holding out hope for that, dude. That was me for that. Like, yeah. And so basically, like with the whole mail-in ballot shit, so literally all blue states or all states who wants to be blue, they could literally do the same shit that California did.
Well, I'm glad I'm in a red state.
They could do that in Georgia too, because Atlanta is blue.
Purple. Yeah, Atlanta's blue. It's purple as motherfucker.
So
we'll probably
they
have
could
Civil
do
War
that.
right inside our state.
They could do that at the local level in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
If Lakeisha Bottoms becomes the governor,
oh God,
they're going to do that in Atlanta. Mail-in ballots, the way they have in California, it's a fucking wrap. And so what's going to happen is you're going to start seeing right-wing factions is going to start growing in Atlanta. Not my bad. Left-wing factions like Antifa are going to expand in Atlanta like they've been doing for the last couple of years. And so there's a reason why, like, when I was talking to my Democratic friends on TikTok, the ones who were saying they didn't understand the reason why they made Antifa a domestic organization. A domestic terrorist organization. And I had to explain to them, I was like, y'all don't remember the autonomous zones, the Antifa riots, the assassination of a Supreme Court judge, the assassination attempt on the Supreme Court judge?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all remember none of this shit? They was just like, wait, no, those right ringers. I was like, no, that was Antifa. So it is what it is. Hey, it's been a good ride.
This has got to be the most depressing live we've ever done.
I hope I hope I'm wrong. Hey,
I hope you're wrong too.
I hope I'm wrong, but when it comes to this political shit,
most times
I'm 9 out of 10. I'm 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10.
I hope you 8 out of 10 on this bitch. Matter of fact, I hope you 4 out of 10 on this bitch.
Well, hopefully this is the 1 out of the 10 that I am wrong. So, but we're gonna be real.
Got to pass this Save America Act, man.
Yep. And so we're going to be real. Whenever I told people this 3 years ago that the Democrats are going socialism, and they told me no. The guy, literally, homeboy, he was like, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I am wrong. All yada yada yada. I was like, bruh, they nominated the DNC chairman. He's a all-right progressive. He is a socialist. Like, they literally had a guy with a Nazi tattoo.
Did he win the primary?
Yes, he won the primary.
Oh my God.
They literally said, and I quote, the people who voted for him, I hate to have to vote for a guy who had a Nazi tattoo, but this is what we got to do in order to take down Trump.
One guy. But when Trump ain't on the ballot, what are they gonna fucking do?
And here's the problem with that. The guy with the Nazi tattoo out of Maine, that wasn't no regular Nazi tattoo, bro.
No, it was not. No, it was not. It was the death camp cop. Death camp.
It was it was the executioners of the Holocaust tattoo.
Mm-hmm. The worst you could.
And I'm
worst Nazi tattoo you could ever get. He got that shit, and then tried to cover that shit up. Then try to act like he didn't know what the fuck that shit was.
Yeah, like when it's man, I can't wait for me to go on TikTok, man, and do and I can't wait to do my "I told you so's" tomorrow when I get on TikTok. But yeah, I told you niggas. I told you niggas. He didn't. He wasn't. He didn't know it was a Nazi tattoo. I was like, yeah, you're telling me. Whenever he was cheating on his wife and going online, going on dating profiles, was it Kick? Not Kits or something like that.
Kick, man, it was Kick. K-I-K, Kick.
So you're telling me all those shirtless tattoos he had, you're telling me whenever he took the photos, how convenient it was for him to cover that tattoo on every fucking shirtless photo he ever had.
That's what they wanted.
Fucking
that's what
convenient.
they wanted to vote in, dude. That's what they wanted to vote, bro. These people.
This shit
totally,
is fucking pathetic.
It does not surprise me how dumb some damn voters are, dog. Like Ro Khanna, him, this chick that's second in the running for the LA mayor. That shit they did to Spencer Pratt was some bullshit. Like, how is it that a whole country of Colombia can goddamn count all their damn ballots before the end of the day, but California still ain't finished fucking counting ballots? If I'm not mistaken.
It's because they're cheating. Because they're cheating.
Of course they're cheating, dude. Duh.
It's because, like, whenever I say the socialists have taken over the party, like, see, it's not like. Here's the reason why I say AOC is going to be president. It's because she's the first socialist to actually say, yeah, I'm a socialist. She's been masked off socialist for a long time. But the problem with AOC is she hasn't done anything in Congress. She hasn't done anything. Like, what can you say that AOC has done that you could literally say, oh, this was something good that AOC did? She has done nothing at all.
You probably say the same thing about Jasmine Crockett.
It's the same thing with Jasmine Crockett. Only thing Jasmine Crockett has done is be a loudmouth. Only thing she has done is be a yellow loudmouth. That's it.
A cat in a room full of rocking chairs. That's all she been.
Yeah, that's pretty much all she did. And so, like, and the crazy part about it is Tallarico, he's a socialist. But he's not a mask-off socialist. But he just say, no, he is a moderate. So the guys that are coming into office now, who quote unquote saying they're moderate Democrats, that's the new socialists. That's the new socialists. Like, look at what the governor of Virginia. She said she was a moderate Democrat. Has done nothing but socialist policies.
Yeah.
But hey, it is what it is, bro.
Yeah,
I guess it is what it is.
I know I know the tickets to DR right now by $421.
From Georgia to DR?
Mm-hmm.
Woo. Okay. I gotta see how much it is for the. Is that round trip or one way?
That's round trip. I'm looking at it right now. DR, Atlanta to DR is it's like 400 and hold on. It's bringing it up now. 431. Atlanta to Cali. This is in August. Atlanta to Cali, Columbia is 464. And they said I should book now if I'm going to Cali, but I'm not going to Cali. I'm thinking about going to DR. But it depends also. On how I can get this Wi-Fi to work because I'm gonna be working while I'm down there. I want to do a trial little run, see if my damn Wi-Fi work down there.
Well, it should be. Damn, that's expensive still.
You know, I got cloaked, so I can use my VPN for America while I'm down there too.
Cause I remember, how much was it when I flew back to Atlanta from the Dominican Republic? I forgot. I think it
Everything
was like,
taxes included. Last time I went was $433, but like the ticket said 300 and something, like 360, 370.
yeah. So it would be like $5.
Yeah, with that being forced, it would be like 550, probably about around 550.
$5, close to $6.
Mm-hmm.
So
double.
It's going to go down some more.
Yes. So they end this damn Iran shit. He gonna end it. I just wish he ended quicker. Dragon, you about ready for crypto, bro? Dragon might be busy right now. He's unmuted. No, he's not. Dragon. Oh, Dragon. Crypto Dragon.
Who we got in the comments? You haven't been reading out the comments.
Yeah. I've been posting them up here every time she drops a comment.
Oh, I haven't been looking. That's why.
I had said something about I hope doesn't, the Republican, hope they win another Republican presidency. And she said, or a Republican like Bush or something, she said. I can't remember.
See, here's the problem with that. You got it all wrong. Bush was shit. It was his VP.
Mm-hmm.
The best way I could describe what Bush was, watch the movie called Dick. I think it was Dick, with Christian Bale playing as Vice President Dick Cheney.
Oh, he said, no, she said if we get another like Bush, we sunk. Hell, we get another president that's unlike Trump, we gonna be sunk.
Oh, you will never get a president like you will never get a Republican president like Bush ever again in your life. That is done. So
Bush doesn't even live in the country.
So you will never get another president like so. When it comes with Bush, don't look at George W. Bush. Look at his VP. Dick Cheney was basically the fucking president. Dick Cheney was the president when Bush was president. It's just George W. Bush had the title, but Dick Cheney had the power. Because you have to, if you remember, George W. Bush didn't want Dick Cheney to be his VP. What the fuck you doing, jackass?
Who did he want as his VP?
Golly, I forgot.
Y'all remember when Cheney shot somebody while he was in office, dog?
Yeah, he shot a motherfucker, went up in the polls, and had that motherfucker apologize.
Ain't that some shit?
That's how powerful Dick Cheney was. When Dick Cheney was what they think Trump is.
Mm-hmm.
Because Dick Cheney was the king. He was the king of the United States of America. Like, that's why you think Liz Cheney has so much power. Because she inherited all of that power from her dad. And when her dad passed away, that's when her power just dwindled away. Slowly but dwindled. Why you think she switched from being she went from being a Republican to a Democrat? because she had more
That's
power
crazy.
with the. Yeah, she had more power with the Democrats because she was Trump deranged. Because because basically Trump destroyed her destroyed her family's political power. Why do you think the Bushes don't like Trump? Trump destroyed the Bushes, the
He
Cheneys,
can really
the
get rid of this deep state
McClains.
shit with this damn ruling he got about he can fire anybody in the executive party. He gonna definitely go after these motherfuckers.
Well, he already destroyed the deep state. He already did that shit. Like he already
Gigi says, to be honest, Bush was a horrible governor in Texas too. I'm pretty sure Dragon can damn tell us something about that. I think Dragon was. I mean, if Dragon's probably busy.
Dragon was too young. He was too young to really. Yeah, he was too young to know anything about Bush as a governor. But when it comes to yeah, all right. Let me show
Gigi
you.
says exactly. The swamp is running the TDS now.
So let me show you. This is the reason why the real reason why they hate Donald Trump so fucking much is that what was supposed to happen was Hillary Clinton was supposed to. It was supposed to be Hillary Clinton versus Bush, and so Hillary Clinton. Sorry. What was his Bush? Bush brother, George W. Bush's brother, Jeb Bush, the governor of Florida, right?
Right.
He was supposed to win he was the favorite to win the Republican nominee. But Donald Trump ended this month. Not only Donald Trump whooped his ass, but Donald Trump ended his fucking career. So what was supposed to happen was Hillary Clinton was supposed to win. And when Hillary Clinton was supposed to win, she was supposed to do 8 terms. I'm sorry, not 8 terms. 2 terms of being the president. Then Jeb Bush was going to become the president after her. If Hillary Clinton would have became president, we would have gone in all-out war with Russia. Not only would we have gone all-out war with Russia, but Bush would have been the next president up, and he would have continued that war with Russia, because the reason why Russia, one of the reasons why we have had bad in the past, I don't know, couple of years, like when Joe Biden was president, is because Joe Biden wanted to reignite that shit with Russia. That's the reason why we was a proxy war with Ukraine. See, if you remember the fake Russia hoax with the whole fake the Russia gate and all that shit, Russia has blackmailed Donald Trump because they have PP tapes of Donald Trump getting pissed on by prostitutes and shit. So I'm gonna say you like this. They try to say that Russia interfered in that election with Hillary Clinton versus Donald Trump. There's more evidence of Ukraine interfering in that election with Donald Trump than Russia ever did. Hell, Ukraine actually had assassination attempts against Donald Trump during that shit. So when Joe Biden won and gave Ukraine all of that money, it was a slap in the face, not only towards Donald Trump, but it was a slap in the face towards the American people, because how can you give a country that had how can you give a country $364 billion? I'm going to repeat, $364 billion, and you have up towards $7 billion disappear.
It's crazy, man.
You gave that to Ukraine to do a proxy war with Russia. The reason I hear you said what, Sean?
Nothing, man. No, you good, bro. I'm sorry, bro. Ginger Snap said something. I responded to it.
Oh, okay. My bad. So it's basically like, dog, it's like this. It is so difficult to really explain, but it's so simple at the same time to reason why Russia invaded Ukraine. But in order to explain that shit in a bunch of what she said, could you read the comments, Sean?
Because Ukraine would have lost that money going to real oligarchs. And then she says, and a bunch of kickbacks to politicians. Yeah, no duh. Yeah.
Well,
out of the money.
So, like, what? And so there's a reason why Donald Trump was pissed off when the president of Ukraine came in the first time. Because
man, he had no respect for the shit. We give you all this fucking money. You come up here and the motherfucking look like you in some BDUs nigga with a fucking Dickie shirt. The fuck?
No. So he was supposed to come there to talk peace talks, but he was still prepared for war.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the main thing that he came over there. He didn't come over there for peace talks. He came over there for more money and get the Americans involved in the war. And Trump already knew the bullshit. He was like, the only reason why Russia is really pissed off at the United States is the fact that, let's just be real, Sean, I calling you a fucking cheat, knowing that the country that you gave money to is the one that has cheated, but you're calling me a cheat. All these sanctions get put on me for your fucking bullshit.
Sounds kind of like our relationship with Iran right now.
Well, let's not get twisted
on Iran, and I mean, yeah, no, let's not get it twisted. But we got sanctions on Iran too.
Well, the sanctions on Iran are duly there was a time for those sanctions with Iran, but the people who are in leadership now with Iran, they no longer exist.
Well, I wish they would.
They're not here no more.
The goddamn war would be fucking over, man.
And so the people who are currently leading now with Iran, they cannot look. They're trying to not look weak. That's the reason why they're still doing. That's the reason why they're still killing their own citizens. Not only killing their own citizens, but still trying to look like they're winning. And the reason why they're doing that is they know if they look weak amongst their supporters will kill them.
Yeah, they got to put on the show.
And not only they got to put on the show, but they got to make sure that they let Europe know who's in fucking charge. And so what's going to happen is Iran eventually going to come to a peace deal. They're going to have to. Like, they're going to have to. And Israel is, I'm going to just be real, what Israel is doing right now, Israel is about to, they basically just push them, like when I say 10, 20 years, Israel is no longer going to be an ally of America. If the next presidency, if a Democrat wins, they're no longer going to be an ally of the United States.
Yeah, oh yeah, I know. The whole world's going to be against them. And so then that's going to be Armageddon's going to start.
No, the whole world ain't going to be against them. I just say the United States is no longer going to back Israel anymore. So what's going to happen is it's going to be Iran is going to go into all-out war with Israel, including Lebanon. It's going to go in all-out war with Israel. That's kind of one of the reasons why Donald Trump is making sure Iran don't have a nuclear deal, because he already seen this shit is going to happen, that the United States is going to pull their support from Israel, which if America is still, I'll be honest with you, if America is still in existence in 100 years, we're going to be number one, all because of the shit Donald Trump did. What a world we live in, bro. This shit is crazy, dude. Like, damn. I'll be real with you, bro. The last 2 years, man, you can't say this shit hasn't been fun.
Man, this shit need to slow the fuck
Cannot say
down.
this shit
Man.
has been successful.
This shit need to slow the
But
fuck
yeah,
down.
But if Iran sign his peace deal as soon as fucking possible and stop the fucking attacks, I believe Hezbollah ain't going to like Hezbollah is going to do whatever the fuck they want to do. And so I feel like Iran don't have no support for I feel like Iran is going to withdraw their support. I think they already have done it with Hezbollah and shit, because let's just be real, bro. Iran is broke. They're broke now.
Oh,
they're fucking broke. They're like your money is basically is almost as worthless as Haitian dollars.
Oh yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. I haven't checked the exchange rate lately, but it's crazy.
It should probably have gone up a little bit, but the attacks on tankers and shit, they're gonna have to yo, whoever attacking the tankers, bro, you're gonna basically what has happened after the Saudi Arabia and UAE. What happened?
1 Iranian rial is worth $0.0000072.
Yep, that's how bad this shit went down.
Let me see what that. Hold on, dude. God,
that's probably,
dang.
That's $1 gives you probably like one.
Hold on, I'm doing it right now.
Probably like 1.3 million in Iran dollars.
Yeah, you're about right on there, man. 1,374,998 Iranian rial, so 1.374998.
Yeah.
Shit.
If you could see how much you.
Hell.
Yeah, as
and then they're probably going to buy their oil in fucking the dollar, because the petrodollar.
Well, they don't have to do that. They don't have to do that because 20% of the oil comes to the Strait of Hormuz, right? So
yeah,
that's the reason why
Karg Island, and there's another island in there that they pick up from, because what they do is all the shit is pumped from throughout the nation to that island that's in the bay, and then they pick up from that island.
Well,
it's like
I think about 5% of the oil comes from that one island. Of the world's oil, 5% come from that one island. But 15% of the world's oils flow through that strait. Because you gotta remember,
there's some coming in and there's some going out. So there's probably more going in and coming out.
So you gotta remember Saudi Arabia, then you have the UAE, right? Because the UAE, so what basically
they pick up from the UAE after that little that 21-mile gap. The
Yep.
UAE, they got to go through that to get to the UAE because the UAE's ports is on the other side of that.
Yeah.
So is Oman.
So what's going to happen is they're going to. Anyway, you can pull up the global map. I can show you exactly what's about to happen. I can show you
Or do you want
exactly.
me to just? Or do you want me to just put up the map of the Strait of Hormuz?
Well, at least so I can see which countries, the name of the countries and shit. Or you can
All right,
use
hold
Google
on.
Maps too. That
Hold
work.
on. Let me see something. You want to see you want me to bring up the Middle East satellite
Yeah.
images or something?
Yeah. Then maybe you can have the countries showing the countries, so I can show you exactly what's about to happen.
All right, let's see what we can see here. La 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 la. La la la. La 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 la. Here you go, man. You need a little bigger than that, dude. See if I can get this shit over. There we go. Look. There you go, bro. You see it?
All right. Yeah. Give me 1 second. I can show you exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh no,
All
they
right.
pick up from Oman
So-
in front of it, but UAE have to go through
All
the
right.
strait, get
So-
UAE and Saudi Arabia.
So what's about to happen is. So what's about to happen is I'm gonna zoom in. Right. So move that mouse down just a little bit, real quick. All right, move it. You see UAE? All right. What's going to happen is Saudi Arabia is going to build a pipeline that's going to go through UAE, and that's going to go through. Hold on, let me see if I can zoom in. Oh, that's the furthest. Can you zoom in a little bit? All right. So it's going to go through Saudi Arabia, through the UAE, through Oman. They're going to build a pipeline, and that pipeline is they're going to just from now on pass the Strait of Hormuz forever. They're going to just bypass it.
Okay.
And so what's about to happen is, because what Iran did, because of what Iran did, they're gonna build that pipeline from Saudi Arabia. That's gonna go directly straight through the UAE, and it's gonna hit that part of Oman, which is south of. It's going to be south of Iran, and eventually, what they're going to do is connect that pipe. It's going to go from where it hits the ocean and it's going to go down into Oman, and they're going to forever bypass the Persian Gulf. And what's going to happen? Iran is about to lose it in the future, probably 10 years from now. The shit what Iran decided to do is about to, honestly, nope. I think what Saudi Arabia said, it's going to take them a whole entire year to build that pipeline.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's a year max, but they're trying to basically do it soon ASAP. So it could take them fucking 6 months. Remember, they don't have the EPA laws that we have. They could do whatever the fuck they want.
Right.
So they're gonna do that, and they're gonna forever bypass the Persian Gulf. So eventually, what's going to happen is that all those contracts that Iran is going to have, it's going to slowly die out. People ain't gonna renew their leases with Iran for oil. Iran's gonna go bankrupt in a matter of a few years, unless if you could Zoom out a little bit. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I just did. How
Zoom
far
out
you want me to
again.
zoom out?
Just a little bit again. All right. Or what's going to happen is, zoom out again. Just zoom out again. And you see how it connects into Europe. What's going to
Yeah, you
happen
talking about
is
right through. You talking about right through, right here on the I forgot what that body of water is. Is that the Red Sea?
Scroll
Right,
it
going
up.
through by Egypt.
Scroll it. Scroll the up a little bit so you won't see Somalia. So what they're gonna right there. All right. So what's gonna happen is
That
they
is the
might
Red.
build a pipeline into what's gonna happen is Europe might they're gonna
Cairo.
need oil. Hold on. Yeah, can you scoot over towards the right? Making this shit. All right, there we go. So you see, can you scoot over to the right a little bit more? Now go up a little bit. So what's going to keep going up? Is that go up? Just go up a lot of. Just go up until
What
you don't see
country do
Jordan.
you
All
want
right,
me to
right
put
there.
in the middle?
Is this Russia right here above Jordan? I mean, no, my bad. Above Georgia, is that Russia?
I want to say yeah. Hold on,
Yeah,
man.
that is Russia. Yeah, that's Russia. That's Russia.
Yeah.
So what's going to happen is eventually they're going to have to figure out where they're going to get their oil from. So I see Ukraine. Sorry, not Ukraine. I see Iran is going to establish trade with Turkey, and Turkey is going to supply oil to all of Europe. And that is me projecting that the Muslims take over Europe. And if that happens, and because I think Turkey produce oil, but I don't think they produce enough oil
Well,
to
if the
supply
Muslims take
all
over
of.
Europe, then they're gonna want to attack Israel, and that's gonna bring about the prophecy that's in the Bible about Magog and Gog attacking Israel. Because Magog is actually supposed to be Russia.
Well, you got to also remember these Muslims. About this time, you're talking about another generation of Muslims, and the further the Muslims go, the more least likely they like blood. So what you're going to see is Iran is going to establish relationships with Europe, all of Europe, and they're going to supply all of Europe with oil.
I can see him.
You feel me?
I feel you.
So what they will most likely do is they're going to establish trade. They're going the northern part of what you got Armenia, Georgia, and Russia. Well, Russia and Iran, they're allies because Russia and China are allies, right?
Right.
So what's going to happen? Well, yeah, that's not going to happen. So Iran is going to they're going to establish alliances with Armenia and Georgia if they don't have alliances already established right now. And so they're going to get access to the Black Sea, and they're going to start shipping oil into Romania from Iran once that pipeline happens, because they're going to have to figure out where we're going to, like, they're going to have to find new they're going to have to supply oil to somebody else now, because just think about this shit. That whole shit with China, it put a bad taste in China's mouth. Like, yeah, I understand what the United States did, but motherfucker, I'm your
What
ally.
thing with China you're talking about? What exactly are you talking about?
Hold on, you said what?
You said what was that with China? You said the whole thing with China is that's what got China
Well,
pissed China off.
the whole shit of them closing the Strait of Hormuz with China pissed them off.
Okay, I got you.
You understand how severe it pissed them off. Like 40% of Chinese oil, 40% of Chinese oil oil imports come from the Iran.
Really?
So, yeah. So this whole entire shit screwed China badly, my nigga. When I say screw China badly, you're talking about if just imagine we're in the United States right now, right? If we couldn't access 40% of our oil, you're talking about what the price of gas went up, what, $1, almost $2, right?
Yeah, something like that.
You're talking about the price of gas doubles overnight. That's what happened to China. It doubled damn near triple overnight because they closed off the Strait of Hormuz. Because they couldn't get oil from there because they decided we were going to put mines and cut the world off, including our allies, from getting access to oil. So not only that put a bad taste in China's mouth, but if California wasn't fucking a stupid state, California would have been they would have had to been forced to buy oil from California. You gotta understand, the United States is the only country that can create all types of oil. Our oil can create all the oil byproduct like gasoline, diesel, jet fuel, kerosene, petroleum, so on, so on, so on. The oil we have on here could create all the oil that is needed for one country. That side of the world, I think we have sweet crude oil, or we have sour. I think we have sweet crude oil. The other side of the hemisphere has sour crude oil. So they have to come on this side of the hemisphere to get a certain amount of crude to make a certain type of oil byproduct from that crude oil. So by basically them doing that, they made by shutting down the Strait of Hormuz, they made the United States the #1 exporter of oil since World War II. By doing that, you gave the we controlled 80% of the market now. And Iran is controlled at 20% of the market right now, right?
You will know more than me, brother.
So because you do have Russia. Russia is sorry, my bad. Hold on, let me break it down. So you have OPEC, which is Middle East, and then you have the United States, and you have Russia. Because Russia is going through their war that they're going through Russia, majority of their oil is going towards their military. And so because the majority of the oil is going through military, their exports of oil has decreased because of not only because of the sanctions, but because they need it for their own supply. So they're still exporting out oil, but not as much as they used to. And so, but the only reason why Russia is not hurting for that is because if you remember when Joe Biden put those sanctions out, what Russia did to counter those sanctions was, if you wanted to buy oil from Russia, you had to come to Russia and open up a bank account in Russia, and your money has to be backed by gold. And so instead of the sanctions destroying Russia, it actually strengthened Russia like 40% overnight because they had to do that.
Wow.
So you have OPEC. OPEC has not been able to export their oil for the past couple of months. So the only place that has been able to have an unlimited amount of oil flowing throughout the country is the United States of America. So basically, all of this shit literally has put United States on top as the #1 export of oil in the world. And so on top of that, it basically made us control the market, and it made us, then OPEC, controlling the market. Now, because of Saudi Arabia has backed out of OPEC, what's going to happen is that all what I'm seeing next is gonna, if the Saudi Arabia is in OPEC, I think what the UAE and Oman is in OPEC also. So they're going to back out and they're going to create their own shit. So they're going to have that pipeline that's going to basically, it's going to go Saudi Arabia, UAE, they connect to Oman. And what's going to happen is those three countries are going to probably control 50% of the world's oil. No, sorry. They're going to control about directly 20% of the world oil. United States is going to control about 40%. That's 60 right there because they're allies. Then the rest of the 40% is going to be broke up between Iran, Russia, and China. So we're going to be, for a long time, we're going to control the oil market. And so America is about to be up for the next 100 years if we don't fucking go to war with amongst ourselves. But that is all I have left to say about this shit. Fuck Iran.
Yeah. Well,
my bad.
Well, bro, really, man, I got to get up in the morning, man. We're gonna have to go ahead and cut the live. I don't know what's going on with Dragon. But yeah, folks, we Georgia tonight. Thank you, FBGG, for tuning in. She said, while you was talking, she said, time to put my hands back in the bread. I'll be listening. But yeah, man. And then she said here, time. Oh yeah, that's all she said. Okay, cool. But hey, folks, it's been fun tonight. I hope you learned something. And even though it was depressing, it was a good live. It just was depressing to see that our country is in this fucking state that it's in. Hey, folks, like I always say, man, keep pushing, man, and we gone, baby. We'll holler at you. Peace
Sorry
out.
about the incoherent rant at the last 20 minutes of ranting, but that's basically, you kind of know a little bit more about geopolitics now.
Yeah.
How when it comes to the oil market, that's the best way I could describe it a little bit. But you'll see, if you invest in, if y'all invest in foreign, like foreign properties and shit, Armenia and Turkey is about to be up in a couple of years. I'll watch and see.
All right, folks, we'll holler at you. Take it easy.
Out. Peace, nigga. Bye-bye.